Hello, hello, everybody. How are we? How are we? It's so glad to be here with y'all tonight. We weren't here on Saturday, so I am glad that we are back and up and running and functioning on Monday. Everything's all good on my end. We just decided over here that we were going to spend the weekend with family. Instead of doing whatever craft I had planned, which, for the record, so y'all know, the craft that was planned was, I don't know the technical term for it, but it's those, like, blankets that you tie together. I don't think it's quilting, right? Because I think quilting involves, like, sewing or needles or something, but it's those tie blankets where you tie, like, the threads together in the corners, and then you have, like, layers that way. And then if that didn't last us the whole time, we were going to do some origami because I found like an old, I want to say like 2018 like rip-off calendar. You know those calendars where they have like a single day and then usually it's like a quote or a picture. Well, this one was like a single day and then it had like an origami tutorial. So like every single day was how to do this cool origami creature or whatever, and then it would give you a piece of origami paper. So that's what it was, and that was our backup plan in case the working on tie blankets did not last the entire stream on Saturday. But ended up not streaming anyways, and this coming Saturday is a special stream because our activity is going to be Halloween makeup. I'm very, very excited. Our very own community member, Gallentown, is going to be teaching me how to work with makeup and do makeup. So we have decided to go for sort of like vampire energy. So I got those fake like molded fangs from Spirit Halloween, and I picked up some face paint, and I technically still have fake blood, although it's not like edible fake blood. So probably can't do too much with it. Maybe like put it on the edges or something, but I'm not supposed to eat it, so you're really not supposed to put it in your mouth. However, because we're practicing this for our marathon Halloween stream, during our marathon Halloween stream, we are going to be making this really cool ass dessert. If you haven't seen it yet, it's in the Discord server. The dessert we're making is red velvet cupcakes with broken glass, edible broken glass, obviously, but broken glass shards and then blood on it. So we're gonna be making edible, like, fake blood anyways. So I figure we could put that all around and get all vampire-ish. But I have no idea how to work with makeup or do makeup, as you guys are well aware. So, oh, Twitch is sending me things. September is over, but gift sub discounts are still here. Okay, thanks, Twitch. I don't know why that's helpful, but thanks, Twitch. So that is the energy on next Saturday. Gal is going to teach me how to do this vampire makeup. I'm not looking to go subtle. I am looking to go like, I'm not going to be good enough, I don't think, to do like drag queen makeup, but I do want to go that over the top. I want to be dramatic. I want to be theatrical, right? I want it to look crazy. I'm going to try and put on my old black nails that I used to wear. I still wish I could wear them, but they're a pain in the ass when trying to do things. So I'm going to put those on, and then we'll have the crazy makeup, and then I got a cool little outfit, and we're going to be a vampire that day. And it's also adorable because I have a black cat, and I have bat wings for him. So I'm going to be like human vampire, and he's going to be like little bat, and it's going to be super, super cute. And we'll match for Halloween. I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys will get to see him. I'll probably bring him out during the stream at some time whenever we're not working with food. He can come say hello and you guys can see him in his little costume. It'll be real cute. But the Halloween stream is coming along. It's looking pretty good. Our plan is still relatively similar from when we last talked about it. Morning time is going to be making those Auntie Anne's cinnamon pretzels. I love pretzels. I love warm pretzels. We're going to do our best to make it. And here's what I'm thinking. So, if we stream the day before, because usually we stream on Wednesdays, right? If we stream the night before from 9 to midnight, as we usually do, I think during that time, we could make our bread dough, or our pretzel dough, if you will. Because the thought process is, you have to let dough rise before you can cook it, right? So if we just start making the dough on the Halloween stream, we're not going to be able to actually eat the pretzels or bake the pretzels for a good couple of hours. So my thought process is 9 to midnight on Wednesday, like usual, except instead of in here in the booth chatting, it will be in the kitchen. We'll make our dough for our pretzels, and we will set it aside to rise. We'll do something else. I'll go to bed like I normally do, and then I'll wake back up and be ready for our marathon all-day stream. I think at 8 a.m., maybe 9 a.m. It depends how well your girl wakes up. But we'll try 8 a.m. Got to get there in the morning. And then that way our dough will have risen. It won't quite be like 8 hours, but dough shouldn't need 8 hours if it's in the right environment. So I'm going to make sure that it is, we're going to shower bread it up, where we put our dough, you know, we cover it correctly, and then I go put it in my shower. Yeah, that's how we're going to make our pretzels. And it's fine, because I'm the only one eating the pretzels, okay? You don't have to eat them. It's okay if it's unsanitary. I'm okay eating my own shower pretzels. Thank you very much. But because it's in that dark, wet, and moist environment, which are the three things that bacteria needs to grow and thrive, and yeast is a bacteria, it should not take like a full 8 hours or 24 hours or whatever for the dough to rise. So by the time we get to our morning of our Halloween stream, it should be risen enough that we can start chopping up and breaking some pretzel nuggets. And then the sugar, the like cinnamon coating, should just be cinnamon and sugar. And you just make sure you have the right amount, mix it up, coat the pretzels with it. Now, I think some pretzel recipes have like vegetable oil or butter or something that they coat the pretzel nuggets in before they bake them. I'm not sure if that's necessary or not. I haven't checked my recipe. If it requires it, I'll do it. If it doesn't say it in there, I won't. I'm not super sure. I assume we cover it in the cinnamon sugar and then bake it. Because once it's baked, I feel like it would not stick to the cinnamon sugar unless we do the butter thing, and then the cinnamon sugar sticks to the butter, right? But I'm making the cinnamon sugar kind because I prefer the cinnamon pretzels. We will do our best to get them to like Auntie Anne's quality, but hopefully they'll be okay. There's a little bit of debate on the internet whether or not you're supposed to use bread flour or all-purpose flour. Because you are supposed to use bread flour for bread, but arguably you do want a bread consistency when you're making pretzels, even if we don't call them bread. So I'm hoping, regardless of which version I use, it won't make too much of a difference. I mean, they should be edible regardless because they're cinnamon sugar, right? Like, I don't think we would really have to fuck up to make cinnamon sugar pretzels inedible. Like, genuinely, we would have to do very bad. And I'm not saying that I can't. I could absolutely, right? It is fully within my power to be awful at baking. But I've made bread before, granted, with bread flour. And it actually usually comes out pretty dense for me. I think I always mix it too long. Because you're not supposed to mix it for too long once the flour's in there, because the flour is gluten and you strengthen all the bonds and you get like a dense texture. But my brain is like, watch the little mixer spin, and I think I mix it for too long. So we'll see. I think it'll be edible regardless. But that's the plan, is in the morning on the 31st, or Halloween, we will bake the pretzels and get some cinnamon sugar pretzels for our breakfast. And then it's pumpkin carving. So I don't think I'm going to pre-pick a design. I might pre-pick like a couple options and then have whoever's in chat at the time we start decide on which one we want. My thought process is that way it's not like we're sitting there for an hour trying to find something we like and we vibe with, but we're also not like, this is the one thing I'm doing and nobody else gets any input, because I hate that kind of jazz. Y'all know that I like to have input from everybody. Hi, Dadley. Welcome. Dadley, how have you been? Oh, you have the little, I don't usually look at the Twitch one. The little subscribers have the little badge of their little demon friend. That's so cute. Hello, Dadley. Welcome. How have you been? What have you been up to? Tell me the deets. How was your life? Currently, I'm talking about the plan for our Halloween stream. We're going to have pretzels, our soft bake cinnamon sugar pretzels for breakfast, and then it's pumpkin carving, and I'll have a couple of options for y'all to pick from, and then whatever that gets picked is the one I'll do on the pumpkin. I'm hoping to try, because I've really only for real pumpkin carved once. Like, you know, when you put effort in it when you're adult, not when you're a kid and you get plastic tools and you just call it a day. When I was working, I don't remember when. I don't remember what year it was, but I did it once when I was an adult, and I made a Skull Kid from Majora's Mask, and it looked cool. I think it turned out really cool for my first try. I'll have to see if I have a picture of it. But I want to do something that has those, like, layers. You know, when you, like, scratch off the top and it's still there, it's not cut all the way through, because then it lights up differently when you put light behind it. I want to try that. I want to try something tricky. Doing good. A couple of my best friends got married Saturday. Oh my gosh, congratulations to them. I hope they live a happy, healthy, incredible life, have a lovely and enjoying, fulfilling time being married. That is fantastic. Good on them. Also, October is a great month to get married. Like, genuinely fabulous, fabulous. It is a beautiful, spooky fall energy. It's not quite snow on the ground freezing, but it's not summer heat. Brilliant time. Brilliant time. That's amazing, Dadley. I hope the wedding went well. Yes. So, pretzels, pumpkin, and then my sister is going to be on stream. She's going to be her first appearance ever. Premiere of the Rachel Lore sister. She is going to join us on stream to make Halloween decorations. We have a shit ton of decorations to make. She thought of all of that, not thought of, but she like Googled and found all the products and knows how to do it. I'm fully putting it on her. Hey gal, welcome. How's life been? What have you been up to? Give me all the details of the activity. You know I want it. It was a fun time. I'm glad, Dadley. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not a big wedding and funeral person. I don't really go to them. I don't like them. They're not fun for me, so it's not my energy. But I recognize that is like things that other people find significant and important and they go to. So like much energy their way. I'm glad it was fun and enjoyable. Hey Theta, welcome. It's good to see you, buddy. How's your life been too? Give us updates if you have any. For folks popping in, I am talking about our Halloween stream plans. It is morning breakfast, cinnamon sugar Auntie Anne's pretzels, pumpkin carving, and then the secretive, super special Rachel Lore sister will join us on stream for the premiere of the Rachel Lore sister. She'll be on stream, and she's going to teach us how to do some Halloween decorations. She's got a couple of them. We have cauldrons that like spill out, like pour down water into the cauldron and like spills out mist. There are like bubbling skull cups with like little glass bubbles so it looks like it's overflowing. There are tinsel spiders and ghosts, things like that. And you guys, I will have a full list of everything we're doing on the Discord server. So all the ingredients needed if you want to bake along with us, either for the morning food or the nighttime dessert. All the materials needed if you want to create any of the crafts, like the cauldrons or the cups or the spiders or the ghosts, so that you can join with us in whatever you want to do. Or do your own shit, like usual. I love it when y'all do that. Joshua Wiseman on YouTube has a good video on making pretzels. Dadley, I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down right now. Joshua Weissman pretzels. Oh, making Auntie Anne's pretzels at home. Okay. Excellent. All right. The video is queued up so I can watch that later. Thank you, Dadley. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that because I don't want to fuck them up. I want to have good pretzels for breakfast. Doing good. Home for the weekend. D&D is going good. Yay. I'm doing the one-shot with 2 different groups. Oh my god, gal. 2 different groups? Yo, you must be a good GM if you have that many players that are willing to play the game with you. Oh, do they know the plot? Like, did you tell them, without spoiler, of course, did you tell them, like, what it was going to be about? Because they must be so excited. Hi, Kimberly. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you? How are you? We're talking about a bunch of different things. What's up? How has life been? Have any new things happening to you? Let me know. I'm talking about what the plan is for the Halloween stream. And I'm going to make sure on our Discord server, if I could say words, to list all the ingredients and materials in case you want to bake along with us on Halloween, or you want to do crafts along with us on Halloween, you can. But otherwise, I'll always enjoy just talking to people. And so we'll do decor in the afternoon while my sister's here. She's going to be on stream with us, so you guys got to be nice to her. But she's going to have a good time. And we'll do decor, and then we will, if we have enough time after doing decor, before our Blood on the Clock Tower game starts, then we will bake our red velvet bloody glass cupcakes. That's right, I found the coolest recipe to make, like, gory desserts. Because you know me, I like Halloween. I like gross, gruesome shit. Kind of. I actually don't, but I like horror. And all the Halloween desserts that I could find were cutesy. And I was like, okay, well, we can if we have to, but I feel like that's boring. And then I found you can make red velvet cupcakes and sugar glass. And then you snap the sugar glass, put it on top, and pour fake edible blood on it, and it looks like broken sugar glass, and when you eat it, it'll look like you're eating glass and bleeding. So that's what we're gonna bake on Halloween night. I'm very excited for it. I'm glad that the storm is over and you survived the storm. Yes, Kimberly. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad. You know, we're sending good energy to anyone who is affected by it. I hope they got out safe. I hope everyone's okay. That includes people and animals. I'm sure there's some, you know, toil happening, but I send good energy to folks who had to deal with the storm. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad we're through it. All that kind of jazz. I'm pumped for Halloween. Let's go, gal. I'm so excited. Yeah, for those who don't know, this Saturday, our very own gal is going to be on stream with me, digitally, but she's going to be on stream with me, teaching me how to do Halloween makeup. So we are turning me into a vampire for Halloween. I've actually never been a vampire like as an adult. I was probably one when I was like a kid, because I remember those like black and red standout capes. But as an adult, never been a vampire. And my black cat has bat wings so that he could be a little bat and I could be the vampire. So it's gonna be super cute. But this Saturday, Gal's gonna teach me how to do vampire makeup. I bought the teeth. I'm gonna wait to do the teeth until Halloween day, though, because I don't want the teeth to fuck up. So I'm gonna wait to do them till then. And I'm gonna wait to do the blood until then, because the blood that I have is not edible. But we have to make edible blood for the cupcakes on Halloween. So we'll be able to do it then. But this Saturday, we're going to try and get really dramatic. We're going dramatic. We're going theatrical. We're kind of actually going drag with it, except I'm bad at drag. And I also really like my eyebrows, so I don't want to glue over them if I don't have to. But we'll see. I'm going to tell you now, you're on your own for the teeth, because I have no clue how to do the teeth. That's okay. I know how to do them. They're fairly simple, and Scarecrow is supposed to be a very good brand. So Scarecrow teeth are supposed to be able to stay in place, not falling. Now, I don't think you're supposed to eat with them, so we might have to put them in after the Auntie Anne's pretzels, and then wear them up until I probably won't eat the cupcakes on stream. So we'll wear them up until the night is over. We'll have to wait till after the pretzels, because you are kidding yourself if you think I won't eat one of those pretzels. That is going to be my breakfast, okay? I will eat those pretzels. But the teeth should be okay. I think I'll be fine. But I'm excited, because y'all know I don't super know how to do makeup very well. I mean, all I do is put on black and call it a day. So I'm very excited to learn how to do, like, over-the-top Halloween vampire. What do you think of calling the aesthetic camp horror? I love that. I love that. Very like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where it's like over the top, it's campy, it's horror, but it's also kind of like clown makeup. That's the energy for sure. Definitely the energy for sure. I mean, I would lie. I'd be lying if I would say that I don't like being sexy on Halloween, because I do, but it's sexy in like a genderless way. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I wear non-t-shirts in here, right? Or I wear non-t-shirts for shows, I'm wearing like sheer clothing or something. It's very much like genderless or gender fluid, sexy horror freak. I like to be a little freak, so I'm excited. I haven't decided yet if I should wear the wig. So I guess I'll tell you all of the wigs that I have. But the wig for a vampire that I was thinking, I have like a grunge style wig that is just black and straight, and it goes like down to about like hips, like mid-thigh. My only worry with that is I feel like it's gonna be really heavy and get really hot and get in the way when I'm moving around. So I don't know that I should wear it because we're doing so many things. I have a few other wigs that are easier to wear. I have a short white like 1920s one. And I have a green like long-haired curly one that was used for Femme Joker. And I think I have an orange one as well, like a neon orange one, but I'd have to double check that. And I have a blonde one, although the blonde one is like specifically cut for Merrick Ishtar from Yu-Gi-Oh! So it would work. I would look like a freak, but I might look like Merrick Ishtar as a vampire. I don't know. But I could put them on, I could not, could just go with normal hair. I'm not really sure what the energy is yet. A super freak? Yes, super freak. Super freak. That's what I want to be. I want to be a super freak. I love it. I love it. Speaking of which, I have no idea if we're going to play music on the Halloween stream. I don't think we will. I know we usually do for like Saturday activity streams, and we might play some for like the night before when we're trying to make our bread and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna play it. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll play some, because we are gonna be baking, and I know people aren't gonna be there the whole time, right? Because it's a Thursday. You don't get off for the holiday, so a lot of people gotta work. So maybe in the morning or something, if people aren't there when we're baking or we're pumpkin carving, we'll play some music. And then once other people are here, we'll probably turn it off. And then, of course, we're gonna end the night, or possibly end the night, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with Blood on the Clock Tower, with a bunch of streamer friends, and Gal. Gal is playing with us as well, but we're going to have a bunch of streamer friends. Everybody's going to join me online to play. I'm still looking for a few more, so I'll gather those folks. We're at about 7 at the moment, and I usually like to play with at least 10. So we're going to see how many people we can get us to join and have about 2 hours of Blood on the Clock Tower, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Speaking of spoopy, I found 25 of the 38 cards from the Merrick desk list. No way! Wait, that's so cool. Which Merrick deck list is it? Is it like the one when he's actually like Yami Merrick? Or are we talking like the the memorable one, which is the slime deck? Because I don't think they associate the slime token deck with him, but I remember the slime token deck being the big one. I think they give him the raw deck, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's vice versa. Maybe they give him the slime tokens and not the raw deck. I never remember how they do it anymore. But the slime token deck was fire, except for the fact that it's very illegal. The original was, anyways. Now, am I hearing things, or did I hear a Discord boop? I'm hearing things. Excellent. I love when that's my reality. Oh, Lord help me. Well, it is all good. It is all good. That's the Auntie Anne's pretzels. Okay. But yes, so that is the plan for Halloween. I'll put in the Discord server the list of the ingredients and the materials so you all can join us if you want to. My sister will be live on here, and you guys got to be nice to her. For my Twitch people, we have an ad break in about a minute. But otherwise, that's the Halloween stream. So I think we'll be live both the 30th and the 31st. I will just sleep in the wee hours of All Hallows Eve. Because I gotta sleep at some point, or I think I would die. Although, to be fair, I've gone 24 hours before, not sleeping. So it's not like I can't. It just means like that by the time we hit midnight on the 31st, I'm literally gonna be like, alright guys, I gotta go to bed. Oh man, I'm gonna collapse. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, that kind of energy. And considering I drink caffeine as a normal part of my diet, it doesn't keep me awake. So it'd be hard to find something that could actually keep me awake. The structure deck for my Google search. Okay, I think the structure deck leads up to the raw deck. Like, I think because once they got the God cards out, Merrick was raw, Yugi was Slifer, and Seto was Obelisk. So I think that's the raw setup. In the very, very, very beginning days of Merrick Ishtar, when he was still pretending to be like other people, it was the slime token deck, where the gimmick was you hit the token and a slime is produced, and then the slime is produced and it hits the token, and you hit the token and the slime is produced. And so it was an endless like circle of never-ending slime. And so it was just there to like stall you out until you drew your last card. And because in Yu-Gi-Oh you don't reshuffle once they're gone, they're gone. Did it just flip on me again? It does that so often, and I don't know why it does that. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, once you draw your last card, you're out. You're done. You lose. So that was the big thing when it was first released. But they don't market him with that deck anymore. I don't even know if I know what the original cards in that deck were besides Slime Token. But the raw deck is fire. The raw deck is fire. I have some of my favorite cards in my collection are Ra and I think it's Ra and Slifer. I think it's Ra and Slifer in Japanese are some of my nice cards. They didn't have Obelisk. They were out of Obelisk. I don't know why they were out of my boy Seto Kaibas, but I fucking love Seto Kaiba. Okay, I am Seto Kaiba. I am an asshole. Okay, I am that man. And they were out of Obelisk. I believe the only time Brennan Mulligan got high was a couple of days without sleep. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Theta. It's a crazy, crazy thing. Like, my brain is weird where sometimes I just cannot sleep no matter what I do. And so I'll go 24 hours. I can usually go a little over 24 if my brain is like, nope, we're just not sleeping today. I can't usually get to 48, which is good. Again, you should always sleep. Not sleeping is horrible for your system. But there have been sleep studies that argue that that's the way that some people are built. Like, there are sleep studies that don't have enough peer reviews, don't have enough, like, big enough sample size, aren't actually like, hey, this is set in stone. But there are some scientific studies that are like, hey, based on our results, we think we should do more research into sleep styles because we think some people are actually built to stay up longer than 24 hours, or honestly longer than 12 is the answer, because you're supposed to go 12 and then sleep for 8, or 16 and sleep for 8, something like that. And they're like, we think people are actually built differently, which is crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm one of those people. Lots of Gravekeeper cards. Yes, I remember him being a Gravekeeper deck. Yeah, that sounds right, Dadley. Thank you, Kimberly. That's very sweet. Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems like it's complicated, and talking about it seems like it's very highbrow and, like, intelligent. And I do love me some Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, it's one of those things where it's too much work to get into all the combos of all the cards and the strategies and shit, because it's been so bogged down that it's just not fun anymore. So I still collect, but I'm not really a player. I think there's too many things happening. If they were to ever revitalize it and go back to the basics and, like, be like, we're gonna restructure how this game is played, I would be down for it. I would be down for it. And I'd be like, all right, I don't care if you completely fuck up the rules. I'm willing to give it a shot. I just got a Dyson ad. It was so funny. I just saw a Dyson ad. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny, Kimberly. But yes, so Halloween should be fun. I'm excited for it. And then I'm not going to say anything more other than we have a surprise that starts in November. I'm not going to say what it is, but a very specific surprise starts in November, the first weekend of November. I think it's going to be on Fridays, is the plan. And it is going to be weekly until Christmas. So from the first week of November, first Friday of November, till the last week before Christmas, there's going to be a surprise. And based on that, you could probably guess what it is, but that's okay. We'll see. I'm currently working on it. It's not often I get to hear someone being a nerd about a fandom I'm not in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Theta. I appreciate you. You always bring so much knowledge and things I don't know, and it's fantastic. I love hearing about shit I don't know about. It's one of my favorite things on the planet. But I also love nerding out, and hence why I like being live and all this jazz. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is some fun shit. I haven't watched all of the seasons, because the more you go on, the more it's for younger and younger and younger audiences, and it gets boring. But the original Yu-Gi-Ohs were for technically we're 12 to 13-year-old boys, which I know that that's still a young age range to start if you keep getting younger and younger, but those original episodes were god tier. Those original episodes were I am a dark spirit who's going to kill all these people and send them to the evil realm. And the thing is, there was not so much of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Only exists because at the time anime was being introduced to Western audiences, it was the very beginning of that era, and they didn't know what they were doing. They were like, oh my god, other countries want to watch our shows. Hell yeah, go for it. And what happened was they essentially gave them full rights to do what they want to do. And so there's a company called 4Kids that was like, cool, well, we're going to completely change the writing and the context and what is happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we don't think it's appropriate for Western audiences, for American audiences. So we're just gonna change it. So there's so much in English, official English dub of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series that is just not real. It's not actually canon. None of it happened. None of it is true in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. And yet, because it was so influential, it is considered canon, and the English version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is its own universe, essentially. Everybody who is a Yu-Gi-Oh! English Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan is this is our Yu-Gi-Oh! This is what we believe is canon, this is what happened for us, the Shadow Realm exists, etc., etc. And then if you go to the Japanese side, they're like, what the fuck is the Shadow Realm? None of that is real. We were killing children. What is going on? And so it's super, super funny, and I adore it with every fiber of my being. I love it so much. I'll have to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream one day. No one will be here, but I'll have to have no one but me and you, Zeta. Because you'll be like, oh, I see. And then I'll be over here so this card? Oh my god. Oh, Kimberly, I would love to do gingerbread, but we gotta wait and get a little more towards Christmas. And then we'll do gingerbread, because that's one of my favorites. That is my favorite dessert, is gingerbread cookies. But we'll wait until we get to Christmas for that. We won't do it for Halloween. But yes, I adore Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series. Now, I think I might be fully wrong here. And I could probably just Google it, but I don't wanna. I think they took some of the stuff that the English wrote into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then put it into the future adaptations of all Yu-Gi-Oh! so that everything was consistent the whole way through, but I don't know that for sure. The only reason I say that is because I know in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! There is no such thing as the Shadow Realm. They were just straight up killing people. But Western audiences, the English people who were like, yeah, we'll take Yu-Gi-Oh! Over here and give it an English dub, didn't like the fact that they were killing children, so they just created a fake world that people went to when they lost the card game so that they didn't have to kill kids. I think the Shadow Realm does officially get instituted in Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point, like both versions, the original show in Japanese and then therefore the English still has it. But when it originally came out, that was not a thing. They didn't have the Shadow Realm. That was not a thing. Which is hysterical. They also, here's the funny one. For the country that we live in, for all that the fucking United States is about gun and Second Amendment rights, they removed, I'm talking CGI removed, went into Photoshop and deleted the guns from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not a joke. It's not like, oh, we just skipped a scene, or oh, we didn't show the bad guys. No, there literally are scenes of the bad guys doing this with their hands because they cut out the gun. Because they didn't want to show guns to children in 2000. Which, actually, it was before 2001, so that makes sense. And then a few years after 9/11, okay, maybe that makes a little sense. Once you hit, like, 9/11 territory, we had a really big, like, oh my god, you know, don't show anything like that, so I could see them not wanting to show guns past 9/11, but still, it's hysterical, because they were like, us, the country of guns, we're gonna Photoshop them out. That's what we're gonna do. It was also in the era of localizing names, which, I get it, you should not localize names. It's very good to keep original names. It is respectful to the culture. However, I adore the era of localizing names. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Arguably, people are gonna hate me for this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arguably is one of the only big shows from that era, one of the big animes, that to this day uses the localized names. It doesn't, like, revert back to Japanese names, even though the 4Kids Company no longer exists. It doesn't, like, use Japanese names everywhere. It didn't, like, go back to the original thing. It still uses everything that the English version changed. So characters, when they translated it to English, I think, like, Joey, I think he originally was, like, Janosuke, became Joey. Yugi stayed, ironically, because the show is named Yu-Gi-Oh! So Yugi stayed. And they kept his last name, too, which is Moto. But I don't even remember the girl's name in the Japanese. I would have to look it up. It's, like, just general Japanese name. But the girl becomes Taya. The boy becomes Tristan. You have Duke Devlin. Seto Kaiba also stays. I do not know why they kept Seto Kaiba and they kept Mokuba, but they changed the rest of the cast to be Joey Wheeler and Tristan Taylor and Taya Gardner. I'm like, what? What? I don't know if Pegasus is named Pegasus in the Japanese. I would have to check. But, like, they localized names. And to this day, in the original, like, series, when they market it to an English audience, they will use those names. And they actually were localizing names, I think, past the original series, because I want to say they did it in GX. Now I'm on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Conversation. I'm sorry to everybody who didn't want this, but I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna look it up now. Did they localize names for GX? They did. So literally like 3 series into Yu-Gi-Oh, they were still changing the names of the characters. Okay, so Yugi, in the original Yugi, Kaiba, Pegasus, Merrick, Bakura, so they kept all of the heroes and villains. They kept the hero and all of the villains the same names. But when they kept going in Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm talking like 2007, 2008, they were still localizing the names. So, like, it was no longer insert Japanese here. It was Jaden and Jonah and Alexis and, what's the one guy's name? Cyrus, right? Like, they were doing that. Naming an anime is weird sometimes. So, yes, Dadley, but only for that era. Because we hit a certain point when anime started becoming, like, popular and mainstream, where companies started to recognize, oh, actually we shouldn't be changing names. We should just be using whatever the original name is for the name of the character. And so English dubs nowadays will use the name of the character. English subtitles will use the name of the character. There's a certain period when that stopped happening. And there are other shows that do it. I'm not saying there's not. But there are very few that are as big as Yu-Gi-Oh! That were changing names in the English version, and then to this day keep the English names when they market in English. And there's so many like cool and interesting and funny tidbits like that because Yu-Gi-Oh! Came to an English audience during a time when these were the practices, when anime was not mainstream. I think people forget that because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the youngest of, like, the card game industries. So Magic the Gathering is the oldest, then Pokemon, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! But Pokemon only had a few years on Yu-Gi-Oh!, just to be clear. But Pokemon changed their names as well. Somewhat. They were changing their names too for the show, but they were a card game first. So they were kind of like, oh, okay, well, the characters are named Pikachu and Charizard, and like, they're different in Japanese, but they were translating card names over. And so they were still doing it, but it was arguably a little different because you can't read Japanese. So you wouldn't buy a card with a Japanese name on it. You would buy a card with an English name, and of course they're going to change the name from Japanese to English. And I think the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show was before the Pokemon TV show, but let me check. No, Pokemon might have been first. It was. Okay. All right. It was. So was Pokemon the other one that was changing names, I think? Pokemon English name change. Pokemon show. Let's try that. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, I want Ash Ketchum. Yeah, okay, so they were changing like Ash's name too. Cause originally I guess he's Satoshi. But it's interesting because there's not a lot of things in that time period. Like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the two big ones that were changing names. Because even their predecessors like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, right? Dragon Ball was not changing to be English names. It was Goku, it was Piccolo, it was Vegeta, Bulma. Those are the Japanese names of the characters. They didn't change it for the English dub. But Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Were like, because I think they signed away more rights than they wanted to. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Does it pretty aggressively. You can argue Pokemon does it. I'm not saying they don't. But I think there's a difference in Pokemon because, again, it stems from card names. Because the card names have to be different because it's the same way, like, if you're a Ladybug and Cat Noir person, we say Cat Noir, even though technically his name is Black Cat. But we don't call him Black Cat. Because it doesn't work for the way that our brains go. So it's the same thing with, like, the names of Pokemon that get translated in quotes, or localized is technically the right way of saying it, over into English. Pokemon is a little bit less, maybe it's egregious about it. I guess I'm not fully up in it to know it for sure. I don't really know about the TV show as much. All I know is that Yu-Gi-Oh! was kind of punching with it. Bakugan and Digimon probably localized a lot of names too. I wouldn't be surprised. They were pretty close in that. I know Digimon was in that era. Let's see. Digimon. 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 Digital monsters. I'm looking it up. Hold on. Oh, shit! Digimon was technically a year before Yu-Gi-Oh! I love that. They were 99. Yeah, I very much think they did. And I think Bakugan was early 2000s, though. So Bakugan might have. It also might not have. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, Bakugan is 2007. Holy shit, that's much later. Oh, they definitely did, though, because the main character's name is Dan. So they definitely localized some names here. But, wow, 2007. Woo! Let me look up, what is the... Nope, didn't like me typing. What is the character names, Bakugan in Japanese? Oh, actually, they might not have. Actually, Dadley, they might not have. Because it says it's Japanese Canadian. They didn't. For the most part, they did not. So, yeah, for the most part, they did not. So, apparently the Canadians came in and were like, no. Because Dan, which is their main character, is Donma. Okay, they kind of changed it. But then there's Runo. There's Marucho. There's Julie, which is her official name. Shun. Alice. Etc., etc. So yeah, they didn't do too much of it. It makes sense because they were a little bit later in 2007 territory. But yeah, there's a big era of that. I am not in the Ladybug fandom, but I believe they didn't translate Black Cat to avoid violating Marvel's copyright. Theta, that would make a lot of sense. Theta, that would make a shit ton of sense. Oh, don't we love copyright? Don't we love Mickey Mouse Walt Disney being a little piece of shit that he is and extending copyright long past when it should expire? Fuck Disney, man. Fuck Walt Disney in particular. He's dead, but fuck his corpse and fuck his legacy. Damn, damn, damn. Coolio indeed. It's just really interesting to me. The things that in that era of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, that names were being localized, and things like guns were being edited out, and clearly sushi rolls were being called donuts, right? Things like that were happening, and it's interesting what stays a part of a series and a culture and a marketing, and what gets changed. You know what I mean? Because you would get absolutely destroyed if you dubbed an anime nowadays like fucking, I don't know, like Seven Deadly Sins, right? Well, those aren't even really Japanese names, are they? What's the kid from Demon Slayer's name? Demon Slayer. Characters. Yeah, Tanjiro. You would get flamed and absolutely destroyed if you tried to release Demon Slayer nowadays and renamed Tanjiro to, like, Joe. And Nezuko to Nancy. And Zenitsu to, like, Zeke. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tony. Like, you would get destroyed because it's just part of learning and growing. And what's crazy is it kind of happened, I mean, maybe I wasn't old enough to know, but as far as I remember, it kind of happened without being, like, a big deal. Like, it's not like someone had to push a movement of, like, hey, it's not really cool to change people's names. We should be respecting their culture and using that kind of jazz. It just kind of happened. Once anime got bigger and became more mainstream, they were like, actually, let's not change so much. Let's just keep it the same. We have an audience that wants the original anime. They want the original subtitles. Why don't we just keep everything the same? And we know that the people who are there will watch it, right? And it's interesting that that developed on its own to where we are now. I love that people jokingly call the extension of copyright the Mickey Mouse Protection Act. That is what it is. Haha! I want to keep my money, and so I extended copyright laws. Mickey Mouse Protection Act. Suck my dick. Oh, I hate that shit. I watch so much anime. I feel that, Dadly. I feel that energy. I don't watch quite as much anymore, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I really enjoy, like, finding weird intermittent ones to watch that people haven't seen yet. Because the big ones are good. I'm not saying the big ones aren't good. But I have a taste, and I have a type when it comes to anime. And so I like when people are like, oh, have you seen this? Oh, you should watch that. Oh, have you seen this? You would like that. What have you seen lately? And I'm like, definitely not Chinese manhwa that was bootlegged through, like, the most spammy of websites and now has finally gotten original English translation that's on Netflix, even though the English dub is bad and trash and you should listen to the original. And it's definitely not gay yaoi, I promise. Guns into finger guns and cigarettes into lollipops. Literally, Dadly. That is what we were doing back in the day. That is genuinely what we were doing. I read the joke as implying he's endangered. I'm in danger. Very much so, Theta. Mickey Mouse is in danger from me, okay? From me and Winnie Pooh and whoever else that new fucker who fell out of copyright is. The three of us are coming for him. And Steamboat Mickey. We're all coming for him. Rachel, disrespectfully, what the fuck was that laugh? It's Mickey Mouse. That's Goofy. His little that one's fun. at the actual words to copy whatever he does before, because he does some, like, sort of woo noise. I was not on my laptop, and I hear the laugh from hell. It is the laugh from hell, because King Mickey runs his kingdom. King Mickey runs the kingdom of hell. These are facts. These are facts indeed. You die at Disneyland and you can't sue because you own Disney Plus once. That's just how it goes. King Mickey. I don't know, man. I mean, there's every universe and every iteration of their creations, and we live in the version with Walt Disney from hell. King Mickey can suck my ovaries, not a fan? Same. It's so funny, too, because, like, it's always funny how easy it would be for big boy companies to be on, like, the right side of history. Like, there is so much you can do that is shitty and wrong and genuinely would be forgiven if you just stepped out the next day and said, I know we did all those things, we're never gonna do them again, we're turning a new leaf, like, we're gonna have gay Disney princesses, we're gonna have disabled characters, we're gonna have actual indigenous representation instead of Pocahontas. Like, there's so much you could do, so much Disney could do. Like, they could be like, we're fully gonna buy Harry Potter from J.K. Rowling just so she can't make money off of it anymore because we don't support that bitch. Like, so much you could do. And everybody and their, like, fucking mother would give you so much money and love you for the rest of eternity. But instead, you choose the easy way. Rachel, don't you know? Nobody dies at Disneyland. It's true. Nobody dies at Disneyland. Any story you've heard is a lie. They tell lies to disparage our reputation. It's true. I made the mistake of rewatching One Piece from the very beginning, and now I'm committed. Oh, a fallen soldier. Goodbye, Dadley. We'll see you in the next 3 years. Good luck. Hey, you could be a worthless fan like me and only watch the live action. And not only that, but thoroughly enjoy the live action. I love the live action. Will I watch the original One Piece? Not a chance. But I loved the live action. Yeah, condolences indeed. Condolences indeed. Good luck. Fallen soldier. He's gone here today. He's gone MIA to go to war for the next 3 years. I'm on episode 372. My statement still stands. See ya in the next 3 years. We're talking One Piece here, buddy. We ain't talking like fucking Naruto. We ain't talking Bleach. Hell, we ain't even talking Hunter x Hunter. We're talking One Piece. You're gone. We're never gonna see you again. You're gonna be buried with that book in your hands, okay? Never see you again. That man just writes and writes and writes and writes. That's all he does. That is all he does. My lord. Good luck, though. At least it'll be an enjoyable death. I was on 800 when I decided to restart. See, that's crazy to me. I can't watch and read things more than once. And I know that's crazy to normal people. I recognize that I'm the weird one. I do not like rewatching. Rereading I could do in theory, but I cannot rewatch something. Like, if I've seen it, it drives me crazy to have to rewatch it. I think that's also why I hate editing so much. Part of why I hate editing so much is because you're rewatching the same thing over and over and over and over and over in order to get it correctly edited the way you want, and I hate it. I hate rewatching with every fiber of my being. Oh, really? I'm the opposite. I pick something and reread or rewatch over and over and over until I find something else. So, gal, most people, like the majority of people, love to like rewatch and reread and re-listen, and I support you fully. Now it doesn't happen with music. Music I actually have, like, if it's a song I know, I prefer it over something I don't know. But when it comes to like shows and stuff or podcasts, my brain is so heavily focused on, and the neurodivergency is so heavily attuned to words and language that if something starts to repeat that it has already heard, it doesn't like it. It does not like it. Again, the only exception is music. But if I can't even, I'll put on streams to go to bed. Like, I'll put on, 8-hour streams to go to bed. And if I wake up and that stream went all the way through and, told me I never watched it, and I go to put it on another night, I will know within a minute that this is something I've played before trying to go to bed, and I have to switch to something else. Or I have to go, however many hours it took until I fell asleep. I cannot do it. When language starts to repeat, it drives me crazy. I don't know what it is. It's neurodivergency. Once again, I'm an outsider, but I believe I heard One Piece is approaching its end. I never believe that. You know, they say that a lot, and I don't think I'll ever believe that, but I hope so for the people who have dedicated their lives to it. I forgot so many things, so the rewatch is good for my brain, and that makes sense, right? That makes sense. And remember, I also have shitty memory. I remember nothing. It's the language that my brain remembers. So you can turn off all the visuals. The second somebody starts saying something that my brain remembers them saying, I'm done. I'm out. I can't do it. I just can't. It's not my vibe. I finally broke off from the book, and now I'm hyper-fixating on a new book. What book? What book? Tell me book. What book? I want to know what book. Tell me book. What book? Tell me about book, not just name a book, because you know I haven't read it. Unless somehow you're reading old white men classics, I haven't read it. Alright, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the planet who reads old white men classics. Alright, I highly doubt there's anyone else out there besides the old-ass English teachers who are dying and don't actually give a shit. Who has fucking Cane Mutiny, In Cold Blood, and The Stranger as their 3 favorite books. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the planet. I'm sorry, I like old white male books that you read in school. I apologize. Sci-fi romance, Married to the Alien Cowboy. Gal? Gal, are you reading smut? Is this smut? Did you just tell me that you hyperfixated onto alien porn? I know we don't choose what our neurodivergency links to, and it's not your fault that it would link to something like that, but to hyperfixate on alien porn is a serious matter. Let's get you some help. That needs to be a fucking clip, I swear to God. As the title says, someone is marrying an alien cowboy. He got a tail, she's human. What the fuck? I haven't read smut yet, but I love webtoons. I read webtoons mostly. Rachel, shut up. You haven't read smut? Of all the people in this community, you've never read smut. And somehow you're reading an alien with a tail married to a human person that is not smut. That's crazy. That is genuinely crazy. Is it because you get all the smut you need out of me? Is that why? Oh, in the book there isn't smut yet, but you have read smut before. Okay. Okay. Bitch, I write smut. I love reading smut. Okay, you scared me. You scared me. I genuinely thought you were like a virgin to smut. That was terrifying. Not that there's anything wrong with virginity, but that's terrifying. To have someone in my chat be a virgin to smut. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. With all the shit that comes out of my mouth, I might as well you could clip every fucking episode of these live streams and just put it into an audiobook, man. I would not have picked this book, but it has a 3.5 out of 5 spicy levels. It's like you don't even know me. Listen, that's why I was surprised, okay? That's why I was surprised. Because I expected the opposite, okay? I expected it to be only smut. So I'm glad to hear that you have, I was going to say endeavored. That's not the word I want. Engaged. Thank you. Remember what I said about words? How my brain likes words? There you go. It's like 70% smut. 3.5 spicy level isn't very high for 70%. I love a nice angsty book. Not angsty books are fair. Angsty books can be good. I really got to get back into writing. That is something that, like, I don't know if I was ever good at, but I really enjoyed, because I wrote fan fiction back in the day. And I feel like I would still enjoy writing it, but I don't know what to do with it. Because I would want people to read it. You know me, I'm a little narcissist. I don't want to create to not have people engage. So, I don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just sit on a Google Doc and I write and I enjoy writing for 2 hours, then what do I do with it? How do people read it? I don't draw, I'm not putting it on webtoons. My bookshelf is 70% smut. Good. Good. As it should be. As it should be. Alright? If people don't write smut, we don't get movies like 50 Shades of Grey. We don't get movies like... What's the new one? Uh-oh. Hold on. No, there was new ones. Why is it giving me all the old ones? Oh well, there's been new ones. That was made off of like Wattpad. Alright, let me try Wattpad movies. After. That's the new one. After, the addiction one. Like, if you don't write smut, then we don't get good, like, Lifetime era stuff. My partner reads so much fanfic, to quote something they said, if the AO3 notifications were turned on, the phone could be used as a vibrator. God tier. God tier. Y'all ever seen that shit? Okay. I think this is an older generation thing because I had no idea this existed. However, I'm also a little asexual virgin baby princess, so maybe that's why I had no idea it existed. Have you ever seen the concept, because I saw it in a show once, I don't remember what show, where a girl sits on a washing machine because that is like a vibrator and it's supposed to work that way? I cannot imagine that working. Yes, okay, did you know that that was a thing before you, like, watched it on television or some shit? Or was it just like, people do that? Because that was my asexual ass going, people do that? How does that work? Because that makes no sense to me. Yes? Really? Because I never would have thought of that in a million years. I genuinely would not think that would work. I would not think of that concept. Nothing. That was surprising to me. I guess it's just me. It's not an older generation thing then. Because I saw that in a show and I was like, really? Really? That works? I don't think so. That sounds crazy. That sounds like some crazy shit ass idea, but okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, Wattpad, AO3, I feel like those are the places that you, like, if I were to write, I would put it on there. But I think AO3 is supposed to be for fan fiction specifically, isn't it? Like, are you supposed to put original stuff on there? Because I don't write very much fan fiction anymore. It's just not my energy. Used to do it all the time, but it's not really my energy anymore. I suppose I still could, because you're kind of... Fan fiction is kind of just original stories with names of characters that already exist. And maybe sometimes powers if you're in a universe, right? So, I guess I could. I would just write something original and I would put names of different characters and call it a day, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't know, man. I don't have any time. I don't have time for it. Editing takes all my time. Doing this jazz takes my time. I don't got time for it. There's some original work on AO3, I believe. Oh, okay. Okay, so there is some stuff. All right. Well, I guess it makes sense. You wouldn't want to, like, exclude it entirely, because that feels bad. That feels bad, excluding it, I suppose. Gotta support independent creatives and independent authors. I'm not a fan of fanfics. Interesting, gal. That's interesting. I don't know a lot of people who are not, like, if they read, they're not fanfic people. That's interesting to me. AO3 scares me. That is fair. That is fair. Especially if you don't know how to use tags. Yeah, I could see shit scaring you if you don't know how to use tags properly. Which reminds me, when I get to editing these, like, last couple episodes, y'all better remind me to put some serious body horror tags and some gore tags because, whoo! Damn. I'm working on the first episode, and also I think I told y'all they're coming out as 8 episodes instead of 4. So I apologize if the first couple, this is how it appears to me, I might be completely wrong because, again, I hate editing, and I hate reliving moments that my brain remembers. They feel a little, like, slow, dare I say boring, the first couple, because they're getting split at the breaks. Hey, DJ Knight, thank you, thank you. So I apologize if that's how it feels, but they're gonna come out once a week, so hopefully it'll be okay. All my partner reads is fanfic. I love that. I love that. Good for them, Natalie. Good for them. I hope they get the best enjoyment out of it. Genuinely. I usually skip a story if it's a fanfic or an AU fanfic. They're not for me. I'm also a Wattpad snob. You feel like a Wattpad girly. You really do. You strike me as a Wattpad girly. The fanfiction I'm surprised about, but the Wattpad I can clock. See, I'm definitely more on the fan side. I don't generally read a lot of fanfiction stuff. I don't read. So, if I was gonna read, it's not gonna be fanfiction, let alone read at all. But, yeah, it's not super my vibe. I can see the appeal, though. Because there are definitely characters where I'm like, that one. I want that one. I like that one. So I could see that. I could see that. Hey, nice Zelda shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We might get to play it at some point. We still got a lot of time to go. If the chapters are under 500 words, I ain't reading it. 500 words is not a lot. Bro, 350 words is like a basic paragraph. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Dilly Dally. Welcome, welcome. How are you? What's up, what's up? How's life, my friend? What has been happening in your direction? Tell me some cool shit. What's going down? I want to hear about it. Right now, we are chatting about fan fiction and talking about whether you read fan fiction, whether you write fan fiction, if you're an original fiction reader or writer. Can you rewatch or reread? Because that's not jazz that I can do, but I know most people can. Things of that nature, but I hope you're doing well, Dilly Dally. We're also talking a little bit about the show, because our next season is going to be coming out weekly, and I'll spoil the surprise a little bit, just a teensy bit. November, first week of November, and then weekly it will be coming out every week. The episodes are short because I'm cutting them at break, so they're about an hour 20, like an hour and a half to 2 hours usually. I'm doing good, I guess. I took a walk in the woods yesterday, and now I'm covered in bites. Oh, that sucks balls. We talked about this on a previous stream about studies being done on how mosquitoes and bugs prefer certain people, like due to like hormones and blood and shit. I am also one of those people where it doesn't matter if you drown me like Nickelodeon slime in bug spray. They will bite me through it. It's awful. That sucks, Dilly. I'm sorry about that. But I hope the walk was enjoyable. I hate having to go to the next chapter and then I need to watch an ad every other paragraph. Well, to be fair, gal, if you're on Webtoons, Wattpad I could see because I didn't know Wattpad had ads. But Webtoons, that makes sense. Because if you're on Webtoons, 500 words is a shit ton because there's also drawings, I believe? And then it makes sense, yeah, ads in between, like, paragraphs and stuff. Yeah, so I could see that getting really annoying. Webtoons are fine. Oh, so it's Wattpad. Really? I didn't know Wattpad had ads like that. Damn, they sold out. Wattpad has ads. That's crazy. All right, Webtoons, you get the pass. You get the pass, Webtoons. Okay. Damn. Is there any Webtoon comics you'd recommend? Oh, you gotta ask Gal for that. She's our Webtoons reader. I don't read. It's really bad. My enjoyable books are the ones everyone hates in high school. It's weird because, like, I love, like, literature. I was in AP Lit. I loved those courses. I love English. But reading can be really boring to me. And the type of books I enjoy are the ones that are considered, like, boring. So, like, I like Shakespeare. I like, Caine Mutiny. I never remember if there's more to that title, but I think it's just Caine Mutiny. There are French existentialism books by, Albert Camus, The Stranger, The Plagues. I think there's a third one that I need to read, but I like those. In Cold Blood, which is a true crime fiction, which is a genre not a lot of people explore because it's kind of bad. Like, oh, we could talk about this actually. This is interesting. I don't know if y'all know this genre exists, in quotes. Solo Leveling, fair. I have a bunch, but it depends on where you read them from. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, like, I like that shit. Some Hemingway I fuck with, some Hemingway I don't fuck with. I didn't like The Great Gatsby. That shit can eat my ass. Okay. Did y'all know? Back in the day, a man named Truman Capote, for those who don't know what In Cold Blood is. In Cold Blood is a fictional story about a real brutal murder that occurred. Because the author Truman Capote went to the jail that was housing the two murderers and did interviews with them. And then he proceeded to write a book based on their point of view about the murders. But obviously he embellished. He added dialogue. He changed things. So it's a real crime. He spoke to the real murderers. These are the actual people who gave him their accounts. But it's also fiction because he made a lot of it up based on what he thinks they were, like, based on what they said they were thinking. Okay, well, they said they were angry here. I'm going to write some dialogue for that. I read Maganato on my laptop with ad blockers for my Webtoons. Interesting. What's that one about, Dadley? That's super whack. What a Mad Lad. Yeah, so this was, well, you know, I shouldn't say a long time ago because we have to remember that we don't want to push things back too far in age because then we get distanced from them. I want to say this was the 40s. I want to say this was America 1940s. I'll double check. I would write with the first date in my head. I said 40s as a second. 1965. So even closer. 65. Which is not that long ago. I know it feels like forever ago, but we have to remember that World War II is not even 100 years ago. That's a bad thing to think. So 1965, murder was in 59. I read from Pocket Comics, Manta, and Webtoons on my phone. Okay. Maganato is the name of the website I read the Webtoons on. Oh, got you. Okay. That makes more sense. So he does that, and at the time, obviously this wasn't really a thing. Like, you could write fiction about murders, and sometimes they're inspired, right, by real things, but usually if it's a real crime, you're an interviewer. You're a documentary person, right? You're writing a documentary. You didn't go and fictionalize what happened and make it a fiction book. And so, to this day, even at the time it came out in 65, but to this day, it is very, very controversial because, without getting too gruesome, basically two men intend to rob what they think is a rich family, not only come to the realization that there is no money in this house, but they do it while the family is home. So they intend to figure out where, like, the safe is to steal their money by interrogating, like, the father of the family, getting the money and leave. Again, without being too gruesome, there's no money. So they very brutally, in ways I'm not going to mention, kill the entire family and leave with no money and get caught, obviously. And it's controversial. Yeah, it's a lot worse than that, Dilly, but I'm not gonna, like, it's to the point where I would be putting TOS warnings. Like, it's not, don't read it if you don't do that shit. Especially because it really did happen. So, it was controversial because it's not a documentary, right? Now, nowadays, documentaries are still controversial because they're Netflix style, where a lot of it is sensationalized and changed and fucked with. Well before any of that occurred, Truman Capote writes this book, which is essentially our current documentaries where they're fictionalized. He does this piece that is fictionalized from the murderer perspective, other things about the, but because it's fiction, it means he's also creating a real family that was tortured and murdered, and he's building them as characters. So he's like, the younger girl was bratty. That's a real girl who was like 14 and is dead. And you just wrote that comment, and the whole family dies. And so what? So that her cousins, her aunts and uncles, everybody can pick up this book and read about her horrible, brutal murder and have you call her, like, bratty and selfish? You didn't know her. She was a real You get what I'm saying? Maybe Netflix got the inspiration from that man. I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. You think the extended family would try to sue. So they kind of did. To this day, because back then, you could sue, but it was a different process. To this day, the family of, like, the people who were killed essentially are like, we do not stand by his book, we don't support it, we don't like it, nobody gave permission, we don't appreciate it, we don't care if it was accurate, we do not care if every single word he said was true, shouldn't have wrote it. That is where the family stands, and I think the family has full rights to stand there. And so it's very, very controversial, but it's interesting because it created this weird concept. For my Twitch people, there's going to be an ad break in about a minute. Yeah, super understandable. But it created this weird line in fiction, this weird, like, blurred line, and this weird blurred genre and category of fictionalized true crime. And again, like I said, we have our own forms of it. Although, nowadays, with things like Netflix documentaries, they try and pretend that it's a full documentary and everything they say is just observance and we're not fictionalizing anything. Truman Capote was kind of like that, but he was less adamant about, like, this is just an observation, you know what I mean? Whereas the stupid documentaries nowadays try to do that and claim that they're not fictionalized true crime. But it's interesting because I haven't seen anybody super talk about that. I haven't seen anybody really get into the concept that that is a thing and that is a genre and it's a weird, controversial, manipulating genre. Now, I will say, the thing I said at the very start of this conversation, it's my favorite book. I have 3 books that are my favorite. They're sort of tied, or, you know, the top 3, they're not in any sort of tier list. It is one of them. And it's weird because it's kind of true crime. And I'm not really a true crime girly. I don't really like true crime. But I see where true crime girlies come from because it's my favorite book. However, I would argue I'm aware that there's a lot of fiction in there, and there's a lot of bias from the author in there, and there's a lot of bias from the people who lived in there, which were the murderers. So I think it's just an interesting conversation and an interesting topic because a lot of times I'll hear podcasts or I'll see TikTok clips of people talking about true crime or being interested in true crime or talking about cases, and they take it so literally and seriously. And it's interesting to me because to me, it's all true, fictionalized true crime. It's all true crime fiction. There's very, very, very little that is strictly true crime. A lot of it is true crime fiction because you wouldn't be interested in reading or listening or speculating if it wasn't fictionalized. So, I don't know. Now, I do think there are variations, and a lot of the modern day variations are dramatized more than they are fictionized. I will give them that benefit. There are a lot of true crime stuff nowadays that's like, well, we don't make things up. We don't, pretend things are certain things, but we do dramatize the fact that this one person said that the possible suspect tended to yell at his wife, and they were very rude to them. We make that a really big deal, but the witness did say that, right? They dramatize a little bit more than they fictionize. I will give them credit there. Truman Capote straight up made shit up, which again, not supporting him. I just fucking adore the book. It's because human beings are drama addicted. Absolutely, right? It's also, I argue, true crime branches off of the umbrella of horror. And it's a branch, it's down there, right? There's a lot of branches from big old categories. I love talking about this stuff. I'm sorry to anyone who does not want to talk about this. But I love conversations like these. If you had to make big main categories, and you had documentary as a category and horror as a category, true crime is not under documentary. It's under horror. Because what true crime's purpose is so that people who want to experience the horror emotion can do that, but they don't necessarily resonate with slashers or with really fictionalized horror. To them, they need an element of reality. And so true crime gives them the outlet of feeling the horror in a safe way. That's what the horror genre is about. The horror genre is about being able to be scared, being able to be afraid, being able to be horrified in a safe way. That's the point of the genre, is feeling and expressing those emotions because you know they won't injure you. It's making yourself vulnerable. True crime is part of that branch. It's just a different aspect of it. I would be fine with saying it is in between, or it is a part of both, like documentary and horror. That's fine. But it is in the horror genre. And I think a lot of true crime girlies don't realize that that's what they're consuming. They don't realize that is what it is. They think they're just learning about like news and stories and crime and things like that. Nope. It's a fictionalized genre. Oh, definitely. I can't watch true crime at all because I'm too easily stressed out. And that's totally makes sense, right? I don't watch true crime because I'm kind of the same way, but it's more so, right? It's kind of because it's an intersection between documentary and horror. The horror aspect I can love because I'm a big horror person. The documentary I don't. I don't want to see real footage of horrid shit happening. I don't want to hear the cries and screams of real people that are genuinely being tortured. I don't want that I don't watch a war documentary. I don't want to see footage of people getting tortured in insert war here. I don't want to see bombs drop as people run away on real people. I don't watch a war documentary. I'm not watching true crime. I don't want that aspect. It's not something I want at all. I don't want the real aspect of it. But I love horror, right? So I can associate, I understand that ideal. And there are little baby things that are in that territory that don't use the documentary side, right? I'm thinking Mysteries at the Museum. I'm thinking, there's another one that's very Mysteries at the Museum, but it's like history coded. A lot of those are about murders, and they're about death. They're not recordings. You don't watch the real events. You don't listen to the real events. A narrator reads a statement that somebody said. Actors portray the scene of the crime or the events that occurred, right? That's very on the fictionalized side of it versus how far a lot of true crime stuff leans into documentary. And that's not necessarily true crime producers' fault, because if you are making true crime content and you're in the genre, we live in an era where that's just the reality of the situation. There will be video footage and there will be audio footage. And if you're making true crime, part of your branch is documentary, which means you need to have the audio and the video footage. It's just not an aspect I want. I don't have any interest in that part of the horror. I don't. I really don't, because I don't know. It's just kind of not my jazz. I guess too easily stressed out is fair, but I like normal horror. War, big bad, fuck 'em. Correct. But yeah. Like, there's something about the fictionalized element that needs to be strong enough for me to overtake the true crime genre. That's why, you know what's actually very similar? What's very true, might not have seen this, but what's very true to the Truman Capote style of fictionalized true crime. Mindhunter. I think it's on Netflix now. Mindhunter is like a 1 or 2 season series of fictionalized, scripted, written series with actors, but it portrays the real life events and story of several serial killers and murderers, famous murderers like Ed Kemper, Charles Manson, etc., etc. And it uses the actual dialogue from their interviews, from their conversations, and it portrays them with actors, and it's about the very beginnings of the psychology units in the US when they were originally created to look into why people do horrible crimes and looking into criminal psyche and evaluating. And that's the path that it follows. So it uses real components, but the majority of it is fictionalized. And that is probably the closest video or film representation I could give to In Cold Blood, Truman Capote's book, where it was real things they said, real dialogue, real conversations, words straight from their mouth, but it wasn't like an audio tape. It wasn't a videotape. It wasn't them there, right? It was other things being fictionalized about it. And that I enjoy. I really liked Mindhunter. Enjoyed it quite a bit. And I enjoy things of that nature, right? More dramatized and fictionalized versions, the Dahmer movie, right? With Ross Lynch, which was crazy. That's a fictionalized thing. I would say anything starring Hannibal, except Hannibal's fully fiction. He's not a real guy. That's not a real thing. So Dahmer, anything with there's another one besides Dahmer that recently was made. Oh, I don't remember it. I didn't like Dahmer just because I thought it was boring. But that's that territory. It's just interesting to me because there's a lot of people on the internet, right, who are very invested in that kind of jazz, and it's just a little branch off of a category. And I think sometimes people who are invested in the true crime that leans towards documentary are unaware of where they sit in genres. They are unaware, or they don't want to be aware of the fact that they still sit under the fiction umbrella. There is very, very, very little that is nonfiction. So, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's interesting. And you could argue, true crime can be nonfiction because documentaries are nonfiction. But it's not fully nonfiction. That's my argument here, is I think part of it leans under the fiction genre of horror. Because, and my argument is partially, if it was truly nonfiction, it would just be this is what the person said. Scary music, weird lights. This is what the police were told. Scary music, weird lights. It wouldn't be this is what the person said. Perhaps he was lying. Perhaps he was doing this. He seemed rather shaky that day. Now you're adding fiction. Now you're adding interpretation, right? So, and bias doesn't necessarily mean it can't be nonfiction. You can have bias in a nonfiction work. I think that's entirely fair. But I think it's a very thin and very blurred line to where bias wavers you into fiction. I think you have to be very careful on if your bias starts to feel like it is presenting something as a fact versus just a bias. You know what I mean? I think that's where the line wavers. You gotta be a little careful, because that's kind of how it goes. Bias is impossible to eliminate. You'd have to be non-human to be completely impartial. Exactly, right? Everything is bias. And that's why nonfiction is bias too. It's because somebody has to tell the tale or write the tale. And the writing and the telling of it will be bias. But I think bias can lead you down a very slippery slope of fictionalization. And I recognize the argument that as long as you never say a lie, it's technically not fiction. And if that is the draw the line in the sand, black and white that we run by, fair enough. True crime is nonfiction. Fair enough. But I just think there are some manipulative and such heavily biased true crime out there that it can become very close to fictionalized. Very close to, like, leaning into that genre. Depends how documentary style it is, right? And it depends what you argue is a part of the original work versus not a part of the original work. Hi, Malaysia. We're talking about true crime and horror and documentaries. How have you been? I hope you've been well and having a good time. So when it, like, for example, right? If you are, film and video is much harder, I think, to argue whether it's being fictionalized or nonfiction but biased than writing is. Because writing is almost very black and white. Did you write something that is a lie? No? Okay, well, I guess it's nonfiction. Because, like, Truman Capote straight up was lying, you know what I mean? Or speculating is a better way of putting it. But in, like, video or film, let's say you're doing interviews with people who know the suspect, and they talk to the suspect, and they're like, well, I remember him saying that he didn't like her. He laughed it off. He was trying to make it a joke, but I know he said that. And they're like, I bet he did it because no one else could have. Is that just, it's bias, but are you at fault, and is it your responsibility to be in charge of what that person says? Right? You are relying. It's a weird platform. It's a weird thing. It's a mushy genre. And I get why people like it. And again, I'm not dissing on it. I love In Cold Blood. And arguably, In Cold Blood is worse than any of this mushy, blurred lines we're talking about. Because In Cold Blood is, like, provably lying. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to me. I really like having, like, philosophical conversations and talking about these kind of ideas and concepts and how do we feel about them, what do we think about them. I really, really like these kinds of conversations. I hope you all enjoy it too. I'm glad you're doing well, Malaysia. I'm glad to hear it. I love it when you guys are having good days. I never want anybody to have bad days. I want everyone to have excellent days for the rest of their lives. Forever and ever and ever. But yeah. That's kind of the philosophical discussion that we're going through right now. Spirit Tracks was fun. I liked the flute. Dilly, that is a beautiful comment, and we can play more Spirit Tracks. Alright, we will stop from true crime and we will move to Spirit Tracks right freaking now. You ready for this? Bam! Spirit Tracks. Bam! Thank you for the transition, Dilly. I appreciate it. You threw up a transition into my hands, and I was able to take it. Thank you very much for that. That was wonderful. Smooth transition. The multiplayer was fun. The multiplayer was so good. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't think I can multiplayer on this because I am legally using an emulator because I have purchased this game. I have the DS version. So technically as long as you own the game, it is then legal because you did purchase it. But I would say, I don't think the multiplayer would work on this version because it's like on the computer, you know? Hey, hello! So sorry keeping me up so late, but I'll try to stay on this one. Don't worry about it, If you need sleep, get sleep. You know and we know we appreciate you. We're glad you're a part of this community, and we send you good energy even when you're not here. I hope you're having a good time, Hope you're having a good life, my friend. We send good energy your way. For those that are wondering, we did finish the first temple in Spirit Tracks. We are officially on the Snow Temple, which is temple number 2. And I still do not have a mouse. I am still working off of a trackpad. So the more technical and advanced this gets, the harder it's going to be. And that's exciting. We love that. Oh, see? Just like that. Already fucking it up. Love it, love it, love it. I'm so sorry it was work. I have no time for a live. That's okay. You do work if you gotta work. You're here now. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. We appreciate you so much. If you have trouble with the times of our streams, Halloween, October 31st. It's a Thursday. I'm going to be live all day. So you can stop in whenever you have free time because I'm going to be live the entire day. So we'll see you then on Halloween. We love it. We love it. Trackpad is hard mode. It literally is. Trackpad is like crazy ass hard mode. Also because this is the DS screen, right? So on the trackpad, if I accidentally move off the screen, it's just gonna keep running. Ready? Oh, I'm a liar. It did not keep running. Well, shit. Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. I love being wrong as shit. I know when it's off here, it doesn't count as tapping it, though. Oh, she's saying words. Oh, shit. I forgot we actually have to listen to Zelda in this game. She's actually competent. Well, I don't know if I would call her competent, actually. No, she's competent. She's just a little bitch. She's a little brat, and I love her for it. All right, here we go. Ready? And feel free to still chat, guys. Feel free to spark up conversations in the chat. I will answer stuff. I'll talk about anything. We just play games casually here. Okay. It's quite a bit of work to get the information, but now our course is clear. Are you ready to set out and meet Steam? Yeah. Oh, we gotta go meet the Locomo, which are like the guardians of these temples. So we gotta go meet the Snow Guardian. We also now officially have a cannon on our steam train? No, just train. It's the steam train. Boy, that's some old Game Grumps references. But yeah, we have a cannon so we can shoot baddies now. Good thing you got the colorblind person on the map. Why would colorblind people deserve privacy? That's right. That's right. That's correct. Did you see the new Vox Machina episode? If it's the one with my man, my king, my calamity Xerxes, yes. I fucking love Xerxes. I mean, Dadley, you know, I Oh, wait, bunny. Wait, bunny. We're supposed to catch it. Oh, no, don't back up. Pause. 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 How do I catch the bunny? I gotta shoot it first, right? Shoot it. I shot the bunny. Ah, shit. God damn it, I'm bad at this. No! No, I just missed him! Damn it. Ugh. Okay. Dadley, you know how much I love EXU Calamity. That is my favorite thing from Critical Role. Candela Obscura is my favorite thing from Critical Role. But that is my favorite shit from D&D Critical Role is Calamity. I love Calamity with every fiber of my being. So I loved the episode with Xerxes. I was like, oh my god, Screwbox Machina, Xerxes is here. Fantastic. What did you think of it, Dadley? Did you like it? I'm gonna shoot these rocks because I can. Ooh, I got a rupee. Ah, boars, death, 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 boars. Get out of my way, death. They take 2 hits. I got him. Okay, good. Glorious. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Glorious, glorious Vox Machina episode. Now, there's always gimmicks when it comes to trying to get to the places where the Guardians are, or to the temples. And I'm not super sure what the gimmick here is, except for the fact that that looked like a monster. It was. Okay, it was. Okay, can I pause? Great. Hold on, I just need to take a second here. We got the fucking bath scene, Dadley. We got the bath scene. I have wanted the bath scene. Not for so long, because I didn't watch the original campaign, but I saw TikToks of it, and it was everything. And I wanted it so badly. I fucking love the bath scene, and I'm so glad we got it. Yay! Persalia lives! Okay, just needed to take that moment and acknowledge the bath scene, because it was my favorite shit. Okay, cool. Now, let's kill a classic Zelda monster with a singular eyeball in the side of its mouth that needs to be destroyed. We're also gonna save just in the middle here, because something tells me with a trackpad, this might be a little difficult. Shoot. Eyeball, hit. Okay. Whoa, what in the world is that? I don't know, but I'm gonna shoot it. Eyeball, hit. Shoot that fucker. Shoot that fucker. Is that a bug? I hate bugs. We know you do, little brat, Zelda. He's coming. Quick, we've got to get away. Eyeball. 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 Why haven't we made it out of here yet? Eyeball. Eyeball, 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 oh shit! Oh, I didn't hit it enough. Oh no, it caught me. Eyeball, 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 eyeball. Woo! Did we kill it? Shit, eyeball, 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 eyeball. Okay. Boy, how many times do I gotta shoot this thing in the eyeball, bro? Oh god, I missed. Oh god. Oh, I got it. I got it, let's go. Boy, they really just place their eyeballs in the worst places in Zelda games. Hey, out of there scot-free, let's go. And we made it to the snow sanctuary. What was that? That thing back there? I've never seen a bug that size. People weren't meant to go there. Let's never go back, Kilo. You understand, don't you? No going back there, okay? Yeah, we'll go back. But first, we gotta talk to the Locomo. Uh-oh, hiccups are here. Ah! Wolves, no! Wolves, bad. Oh, this is a cellar. Uh-oh. What voice did I give these kiddos? I think I gave them the...
Hey guy, this here is the Anuki General Store. We got everything you need. Check it out.
I think I already have a shield. Unless it breaks. I don't think they had break mechanics this early. I really wanted the postcards, so I'm gonna buy the postcards. You want 10 prize postcards. Send them out in the mail to collect neat bonus prizes. Yeah, I'll take the heart container too. 2,000 rupees! Oh shit.
Hey buddy, you don't have enough money, so I can't sell this to you.
Alright. What does purple do? 8 hearts! I don't have nearly that many. Let's buy another round of postcards. What's important to your Zelda game? Heart containers? The shield? The master sword? Postcards. Just postcards. It's all you need. Alright, we won't waste any more money on postcards. Actually, is there a mailbox here? Can I send out the postcards? Okay, I think there's wolves. Wolves! Wolves, 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 wolves. Shit, I hate the wolves. They're so hard to fight with a trackpad. No, 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 no. See, it thinks I'm running instead of swinging my sword. It's very difficult. Kill him, get him. Okay. Woo! Rupee. Heart. Okay. Alright, we keep running. Those wolves are gonna kill me so often, I can already feel it. Hey, we have a stamp thingy now, so we can get stamps for what's-his-face. This is a stamp station. Yes, I want to stamp Nico's book. I get to do it myself. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all the pages. Should we start in the back? Or should we start in the front? Is there even a back? Or is it just gonna keep fake flipping pages? I think it's just gonna keep fake flipping pages. Oh, maybe not, because now it won't go back to the front. Uh-oh. There it goes. Right in the center? Aww. Oh my god, it keeps the date. I love that. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love that. Alright. No, not the fucking wolves. Leave me alone. I can't fight the wolves, okay? I'm on a goddamn trackpad. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I can't fight the wolves on a trackpad, okay? Oh god. This is gonna be... And I can't touch this dude either. What do I get? Fire arrows? I thought... Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, God. I'm gonna die like 2 seconds in. Jesus, Lord, help me. Heart's good. Okay, okay, okay. Go in. Oh, the snow is gonna be the worst thing ever. Okay, what does this say? When the door opens, head to the far room without being seen. And do it before the time runs out. Oh, so I need to see... Okay, I need to see where everybody's looking. So I'm going down the right path. Alright. Alright, it is map drawing time. So this guy is looking that way. Okay. Good. This guy is looking up to the right. Kind of on a diagonal. Okay. This guy is looking up to the left. That guy. Kind of to that guy in the stone. Right. This dude is looking at the down right one. This is funny because for a 2D Zelda, they're basically looking all the directions that you can go. You can go up, the cardinal directions, forward, backward, right, and left, and then the extra 4. Up, left, up, right, down, left. I'm pretty sure those are the only directions you can go. I remember reading that from like Linkus or something. Was where he was talking about 2D versus 3D Zelda mechanics. And when you're 2D, you only have 8 directions that you can technically go, programming-wise. So it's funny because they end up looking those 8 directions. Let's see. Okay. This is top left. And then center and right. Center is looking to the left. And then the right one is looking to the right. Okay. So if I start down here and I want to not be seen, then I need to go here. And then... Oh, no, that doesn't work. Wait, aren't I, like, blocked then? So this is the only way to go to not be seen here, because this dude's looking here, he looks up there, and he looks there. So we definitely have to go here. But won't this dude see me if I go over here? Maybe I can get far enough up that he can't? Because that would be the only thing I think of, because he's looking straight down this way. So if it's going that close on an angle, then I would have to do... that. And go, like, right along the corner. Oh, no, because then I'm trapped up here. Because I can't get past them. Okay. So I would have to go... It still puts me at a corner. I would have to do it like that. And hope that I don't get in... No, because I'm still trapped here, aren't I? Oh, no, okay, if we're being this precise, then I could do that and this to get there. Depends how precise this is gonna be. Oh God, can I run that close with the trackpad as well? We're gonna find out real quick. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, close to this dude, close to this guy, far from that guy, close to this guy, through the door. Okay, it was that precise. It was that precise. Well, that's good at least. Hey, the Guardian! Okay, perfect.
Excuse me, are you the Guardian of this realm? Anjean told us you'd be here. Hoo, nice to meet the both of you. My name's Steam. I am indeed the Guardian of the Snow Realm. Not hard to pick this old guy out of a crowd, is it?
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna make him Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. I've heard all about you two. You want to restore the spirit tracks, correct? Not wrongo being an answer. I'm saying wrongo. I have to. Oh, is that so? Well, my mistake. Pay me no mind. Aw, boo, I gotta talk again? No snippiness from Zelda being like, Link, why would you say that? Tell me the truth now. You've come here in search of my song, yes? Yes, sir. Such exuberance, such vigor in that voice. Now that, my boy, is a reply. You've shown great bravery in coming here, and it sets my heart soaring. You possess a power vital to restoring the lost spirit tracks. Have you heard of the songs of the Locomos? Of course. I just put some pot stickers in the microwave. Ooh, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That'll be yummy and delicious. Now, break it down for me. I have never had them before, but I think I know what they are. But what are they? Why don't you tell me to see if my brain's in the right place? As you know, the songs are made up of 2 instruments that play different parts. I'll teach you your part now, so listen closely. Then play as I've played. When you've got it down, set down your flute for just a moment. Oh, they're dumplings! I have pork ones! Hell yeah, I love that! Oh, enjoy, my dude. That's gonna be delicious. This is the snacky time. You gotta eat them foods. Oh, I was not paying attention. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Now, what button did I assign to this? Bow, 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 bow. Oh, this is the main theme thing. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, I think I can do it. Excellent! Now, how about we try a real performance? Or would you like to practice first? I think I can do it. Just remember that you have your own part to play, my boy. Don't let my part throw you off. Okay, we're ready. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, let's go! I like that one. That one's cute. They are. Listen, every Zelda song is God tier. Even the little ones that you do like this for instruments. I love it, dude. Fantastic. Little bits and pieces. I haven't been that nervous about performing in I don't know how long. But now the spirit tracks to the snow temple have been restored. Go forth, and may luck be with you. Oh, but there's one thing I should warn you of. Ferocious blizzards have been savaging the area around the temple. Be careful on your journey there.
Well done, Gilo. Now let's head for the snow temple. Thank you so much, Steam.
Ha ha ha! Good luck, you two. Yeah, good luck indeed, because this snow realm's gonna kill me with this trackpad. Oh my god. Literally is gonna slaughter me. But we'll try. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I run and I jump. I run and I jump. I run and I jump. Oh god, the wolves. Not the wolves, not the wolves, not the wolves. Okay. I love that the princess being dead doesn't disturb anyone's mental space. Right? This game is so funny because for like a hot 2 seconds, the people at Castletown were like, the princess is missing. Oh no. We'll go look for her. And then you tell Alfonso that she's dead, and Alfonso's like, oh. Well, that sucks. You're gonna have to fix that. It's like the only person who cares is Zelda. And it makes it extra funny because, again, I love her because she's a brat about it. This genuinely might be my favorite Zelda because she's a little bitch about it. She's like, oh, I hate bugs, and this armor is hot, and it's heavy, and I'm dead, and he's gonna be in my body. He's gonna use it as a puppet, Zelda. That's so gross. Like, God tier. God tier. I remember hating the shit out of her when I was a kid playing this, because obviously that's annoying, but I love it as an adult.
Now that the tracks have been restored, what do you say we head to the Snow Temple?
Sure, but we're gonna die. I already know. I'm already prepared. In fact, I will save the next time I get the option. Such an icon. It's true. It is so genuinely true. Like, we were talking, I had somebody, I don't remember who it was. I know it was on stream, and I know it was a new viewer. We were talking about who the best Zelda is. And I was like, you know, I never liked any Zeldas except for Tetra, but they fuck Tetra up in Wind Waker. Because Zelda, she turns into Zelda and then she becomes absolutely useless. But she's great as Tetra. And Toon Link, oh my god, Toon Link is one of the best Links ever. And that includes every game where he's Toon Link. Like, all versions of Toon Link are the best shit on the planet. And I like how the main theme is played in this game on your little flute. They should have kept her personality the same with the reveal. Yes. Literally, they should have. It's what makes it suck, because she's the best Zelda, in quotes, until she becomes Zelda. Evil snowmen! Evil snowmen who throw their heads at me! Okay, he's gone. Thank God. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh, we're going into Blizzard territory. Here we go. Oh boy, the emulator does not like this Blizzard. Hopefully it will be okay. Oh Lord, what have we walked into? Did I save? Yeah, let me save before we die here. I have a feeling. I have a strong feeling. Okay. Ooh, I love the music. Ooh. This is some spooky music. Oh, it lost woods at us. It put us back at the beginning. Boo. Well, if you're gonna do that for the first way to get to the temple, that's kind of boring to do that for the second way, I will say.
Well, that's odd. Where are we exactly? Seems that the blizzard pushed us back the way we came.
It's an excellent term to use to describe it, yes. I'll try it again, just so she can tell me to go look for something. I understand, like, because I know not a lot of people like the DS Zeldas. They don't care for Phantom Hourglass, they don't like Spirit Tracks. Yep, there it goes. And I would say this is probably one of the reasons why.
Looks like the blizzard carried us all the way back to the beginning. Let's go to Anuki Village and see if someone can help us.
Yup. There we go. Back to the village. Bow, 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 bow. It's so spooky. Bow, 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 bow. Evil snowmen! Evil snowmen who throw their heads at me! The demon trains were super scary when I played as a kid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember playing this, and with the demon train, I was like, so oh wait, bunny rabbit. Stop. Oh, wait. Also, evil snowman. Bunny rabbit. I want a bunny rabbit. Try and get it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that should have counted. Oh my god. Oh my lord, this is hard. It's hard on a mouse. It's hard on a trackpad. Yes, so one of the reasons I love this game, and I did like it as a kid, personally, I'm a Phantom Hourglass kid. I like Phantom Hourglass better. That's my neurodivergency talking, because you do the same thing over and over. But One of the things I liked about this game, besides the demon train, because the demon train was scary and it was cool, I was like, whoa, scary and cool. The villain is a leprechaun, and I'm like full-ass Irish blood. So I love the fact that the villain is a little demon leprechaun. Like, that's fantastic. I love it with every fiber of my being. Oh my god, he's so... And I love that his name is just a basic ass name like Cole. Yes! He's amazing. I love him so much. Oh my god, he's fantastic. Also, we can send out our postcards. Up to 20? If I can mail up to 20, why wouldn't you give me the option of 20? Don't give me the option of 5 so that I have to click 5 4 times. Right? Like, why would you do that? I'm putting in 20. There's 10. Again, this is silly. If I can send up to 20, why wouldn't you just give me the option for 20? I bought 200, my guy. Okay, there, 20. Nintendo underestimated you having that much at once. Yes, they did. They underestimated how much I like postcard shenanigans. They didn't think a gambler would play their game. Is there a whatchamacallit here? Is there a stamp stand? Because if so, I want to make sure I get the stamp. Ah! There is one. It's down here. Oh no! It's on that side. I'm gonna have to walk around now. Boo. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Ah, the wolf. Wolves. No, no, not the wolves. Not the fucking wolves. Not the fucking wolves. Get out of here. Get away. Get away. Get away. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. Can I not get back there? Oh, no. Okay, it's just secret. Oh, I should mark on the map all the places I got stamps, too. I do want to stamp Nico's book. I think we put this one up in the corner. Cool! Alright, let me mark that we got stamp here. Hold on. Map. Stamp. A big old S for stamp. Alright. Yeah, they underestimated the fact that some of us kids like to gamble. So I will waste all of my rupees in order to gamble. So I like me some gamblings. Now let's go talk to the chief. Playing this game with a Wacom tablet would be interesting. Actually, yeah. That might actually work. If I had one of those, that might actually be kind of brilliant. I feel like you could play it on like an iPad and stuff too. Hey, if it isn't my favorite green guy. Did you see the monster in the tunnel? What was that? You want to pass through that blizzardy area? Thing is, the storms there will just blow you clear back to where you started. What's that? How do you get past them? Boy, guy, you just don't stop with the questions, do ya? Oh, well, you're a pal, so of course I'll tell you. Spill it. But the truth is, I don't really know what to tell you. We've had those fierce snowstorms ever since the spirit twacks disappeared. It's made it so pretty much no one can even get near the place. But there is this one guy off in the eastern fields who's nuts about twains. Think he goes by the name Ferris or something like that? That's weird. That's really weird. That's a really weird coincidence because the main NPC in our season that comes out in November is named Ferris. I swear, y'all, I know, well, no, because we picked him as a community. That was not just me creating Ferris. I named him Ferris, so maybe I accidentally was thinking of Zelda. But we created that character as a community, so that's hysterical. The train guy is definitely neurodivergent. Oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% neurodivergent. We love him.
Why don't you ask him if there's a safe way through that mess? Huh? How's that for a great idea? I'm not the honcho for nothing, you know.
Yeah, but you're a honcho who doesn't know the answers I seek, which I don't like, and that's not helpful. I mean, your answer was go find somebody else. That's a horrible answer, my guy. Oh, can I not look at the big rail map? Oh, but I don't want to put it on the rail map, I don't think. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. Because if I'm trying to find other places that I've already got stamped, I'm not going to be able to see the city place until I get there. So actually, yeah, I'm going to put an S here so that I know I got stamped. And where was the other place I got stamped? Was it? It was at the spirit guy's place, right? So we got stamped? Okay. Yeah, I gotta put it there because otherwise I won't be able to see it.
I don't know how useful Honcho's suggestion will prove to be. Still, it sounds like it's worth paying this Ferris, an NPC in Arcana Obscura Season 2, a visit. Honcho said that we can find him in the plains to the east. Are you ready to go?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's be off then.
I love that we have a cannon on our train. Also, I love that our train is the same, like, color scheme and aesthetic as, maybe we should go the other way, but we'll go this way, we'll see. As the original ship in Phantom Hourglass. Like, it's so cute how these two games tie together. It's adorable. It's also adorable to have Nico from Wind Waker. That's like I love just the Toon Zeldas are fantastic. And this is coming from a die-hard Twilight Princess baby. But that's just because I'm a horror emo goth furry. So like you give me the emo queen that is Midna, and then also I get to play as a wolf. Yeah, it's gotta be my favorite game. It doesn't get a choice, you know what I mean? Like, you let me be a furry in an official Zelda title. That's just the rules of the land, my guy. Just the rules of the land. Ah! Snowman! Death. Boom, 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 boom. I love the original Zelda music in the back. Doo-doo-doo. It's so good. Uh-oh, another forest? I swear to God, bro. All this game wants to do is obstruct my pathway. Lordy, Lord, Lord. Boom, 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 boom. Snowman, death. 2 snowmen, double death. Evil snowman like the Jack Frost movie. Not the good Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. That was like teenage me's, oh my god, this boy's cute. That was me. Love that shit. Pew, 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 pew. Oh. Oh, I guess it's right here. I thought I was gonna have to go further, but... Alright. Whoops. Interesting. I wish they put more reasons to blow your horn in the game. I know! I love blowing the horn! Choo choo choo! I love that you can just hold it down and it just screams. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, look at this little dude.
This spring is absolutely beautiful.
Let's go meet the fantastic little neurodivergent man. Oh, he's not here.
Oh, look! There's a note on top of the desk.
We do have to drive through it. Okay. Locomotive Musings by Ferris.
You know those archway gate things you see on the rails sometimes? Who made them? When? And why? I was up all night pondering these questions, but I worked out a hypothesis. I think you can use them to break the space-time continuum. Cool, huh? There seems to be 2 types of these space-time gates. I'm pretty sure you can use both of them to warp to and from places. One type has a triangle at the top of the arch, and the other doesn't. I think they work in pairs, and that hitting the triangle does something. I tried throwing rocks at the gate triangle to the south of Anuki village, but bummer of all bummers, I couldn't reach it. I guess my arm is too weak. That's why I'm starting a new push-up regimen until I can hit the darn thing.
Buddy, I hate to inform you, that's not how throwing works.
Need to get good shots of these hot new trains. I'll try these spots today.
All right. We'll map it up to find this kid. So here, and here. All right. We'll go find him with the little evil Thomas the Tank Engine running around. Look at his little workshop. Look at all his trains. Look at all his train sets. Oh my god, I love this dude. Ferris the neurodivergent nerd. We love him so much. Now, is there a stamp station on your island, Ferris? Ah! There's wolves! There's wolves! There's wolves! There's wolves! There's wolves! Oh! We get the whatchamacallit at some point. Right, can't swim. Forgot that's a classic Zelda thing. No wolves. No wolves. I'm getting out of here. No wolves, no water. No wolves, no water. No wolves, no water. This is like back in the 50s where kids would just leave home for several hours and no one gave a shit. Unsupervised, I mean. Accurate. So accurate. Back in the day when it would just be like, go play outside. And then 4 hours later at like 7 p.m. in the dead of dark, kids would come home and be like, okay, Mom, I'm home for dinner. And their parents are like, great, what did you do? And they're like, I just hung out with Billy. When in reality, they went on like a Stranger Things quest to like jump trains on the highway. Like, that shit's crazy.
I'm surprised that anyone lives all the way out here. It's awfully remote. Anyway, you want to get going?
Yeah, we gotta go meet Ferris, bro. Gotta go say hi to our little train neurodivergent. I love that he fucking salutes every time. Like, what are we gonna get Zelda in the military? Like, my god. Alright, since Mr. Evil Thomas the Tank Engine is going that way, I'm gonna go the opposite way of him. Boom, 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 boom. I love it. The music's so good. Oh, is he actually down here already? I did not think we were gonna get him. I'm blowing my whistle for you, silly dude. Do I need to stop for you? Oh, I think I do. Let's back up. Hi there, buddy. Yeah, he doesn't do anything if I shoot him with the cannon. Okay, we'll move a little bit forward and then stop again. Forward, stop. Hi, buddy. Oh, I went too far. Stop. There we go. Wow. First place we looked. What kind of luck is that?
Oh my gosh, you stopped. So how's it rolling? When I first saw you driving the Spirit Train, I freaked. I was all like, holy cow, it's the Spirit Train. Say, you're that guy who just became an engineer. Gilo, was it? I'm Ferris. When it comes to trains, I'm kind of an expert. You know, everyone else is too spooked to take their trains anywhere right now. But here you are, driving away. Very interesting. You just gotta tell me where you're headed.
Temple. Nowhere. Temple.
heading to the Snow Temple. Chugga chugga wow. That place is impossible to get to, well, with the blizzard and all. But I hear that the tracks linking the Tower of Spirits to the temple are safe. As in, they're protected from storms. How cool is that? Say, maybe if you took those tracks, you might be able to reach the temple. Oh, I just remembered I have an old map of the tracks around that area. Some parts are out of date, but the spirit tracks you're looking for are there. Oh.
I gotta blow it away. Zelda Goes to the Military sounds like something an indie game developer would make. Oh my god. Do you remember that era of like Newgrounds style indie games? There's like isn't it Zelda and the Lamp? Or something like that. It's an independent one where you like find a lampshade or something like that. And you use it as like your big spiritual weapon or something. I swear to God, that's a real thing. Did you play that game? Okay, so I'm not crazy. Yo, I remember that. Little kid me was so thrilled because I was like, there's independent people who make fan Zelda games. I was so excited. It was amazing, genuinely. I loved that shit. You had to go to McDonald's at one point. Yeah. It was just a silly little game, but I loved it. Because it was Zelda content in an era where, you know, Zelda video games were long and far in between. Oh man, that's a crazy memory. I can't believe we just thought of that. That's crazy. Alright, let's mark this up now. Oh, it's like, oops. It's like a little staircase. Oh, and then the staircase dips and then goes up. Okay. We'll give it a shot.
How'd it go? Were you able to decipher your path? No sweat. Well, if you ever want to look at my map again, just stop by. For now, I'll be here trying to catch some killer pics of locomotives in action.
Okay, just don't let evil the Thomas the Tank Engine kill you, okay, buddy? Because evil Thomas the Tank Engine will kill you. Just, you know, be careful about it, that's all. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh shit, we gotta go in reverse. I didn't even think about that we're actually technically backing up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Actually, you know what? I might stop at the whatchamacallit place. At his little house so that I can restart in the right direction. Because that's how trains work. I think they do show them on like a turning pad, but I might be wrong. I think there's maybe only a turning pad in the, like, temple in order to get you to go out in certain ways, like top right or top left. Choo choo Charles, yes. Can he follow me? No fucking way evil Thomas the Tank Engine can follow me out of his little designated area. Okay, go forward a little bit. I was gonna say, he cannot follow me. Okay, I was about to say there's no way the Zelda game programmers at this time programmed that. They did not. Yeah, exactly. I was like, what? No way. I love how the bloodthirsty trains are completely powerless to kill him outside the tracks. I know, right? Can you imagine if you're evil Thomas the Tank Engine and you're just like, blah, I've got the Demon King spirit, blah, blah. What the fuck is that? Snap, snap, snap. What the fuck? And then you just keep going and you come around again, you're like, is this little fucker taking pictures of me? And just endlessly, for the rest of your days, you're just looking at this little dude sitting like not even like a foot from the train track, taking pictures of you. And you can't do jack shit about it. That's funny as hell. And I love that. And now, miraculously, we're gonna be facing the right direction. But it's fine. It's okay. Everything's fine. Wait, we're still not facing the right direction? You're joking. You're joking. Wait, I legitimately thought they did not think that far ahead. And they just would make us go the correct, like, forwards in whatever direction I draw. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually a little impressed. I'm actually a little impressed that they didn't just go, oh, well, you came back into the map. We'll just face you whatever direction you need to go. No, I literally am either going to have to turn all the way around on the tracks, or I've got to back up and drive backwards. That's actually so cool. I kind of like that detail. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, is I'm going to drive backwards, and then I'll go back and turn forwards. Dang. Oh. And I immediately gave them too much credit. I immediately gave them too much credit. It immediately turned me the correct direction facing forward after I clicked OK. Welp. Sorry. That was a whole spiel about how cool it was of the programmers to do that. Only for my original theory that they would not care enough to be exactly correct. I love this shit. This is my favorite shit on the planet. Hi, Raz. I hope you're doing well. I would drive it backwards. The rules don't matter. I used to do it all the time. Probably originally, but the test audiences didn't like it. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I actually would be surprised if anybody test drives the Zelda game. You're doing great. Thank you, DJ Knight. I appreciate that. Zelda is, in fact, a great character. That's hysterical. You know, I have a habit of speaking a little too soon. Apparently, the habit stays true, even for video games. Evil snowman. Death. Oh, head. Oh, shit. Oh, it still hit me. Oh, fuck. All right, it's okay. We still got 3 hearts. Boy, they were fast. You're a great driver. Thank you, but apparently not good enough to... Ah! Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, turn the other way. It's on reverse turning. No, it's on reverse. It's on reverse. Oh, my God. Thank Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. About to die on this train. I am not as great. I'm a okay driver. The issue is I can't shoot evil snowmen with cannonballs. I guess, there's another one. Shit. Kill it, shit. Okay. To be fair, I guess that's not a task that a lot of train drivers usually do. The snowmen are predators. They can just try to give everyone head like that. Accurate, Dilly. Death. Okay. Death occurred. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm off route. Oh, fuck. I'm off route. We gotta turn around. Oh, now I really am driving backwards. I was trying so hard to prevent that. All right. Yeah, we're gonna back up a little bit. Back up a little bit so that I can then go forwards again. Wait, Bunny Rabbit! I swear to God, these things are so hard to catch with a fucking trackpad. Yeah, go backwards, literally. Okay. Following. Tap! Oh my God. Tap! Oh my God, it's so hard with a trackpad! I got him! Yes, I got one! I got a bunny in a net! Oh my God, hell yeah! You got a snow rabbit. We'll go show the furry at the Rabbit Land Rescue. And we're driving backwards. We're driving backwards. Ready? Oh wait, it went the wrong way again. What the fuck? I don't want to drive backwards all the way there because it's slow. So I'm trying to turn around here. Oh Lord God, help me. Sigourney Weaver's old? Who knew? I had no concept of that. Alright, so I will go in and out at this location. And then I should be driving forwards, because forwards is faster. Driving backwards is cool, but it's slow. Nintendo has always had a habit of making transportation very slow. Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass. Oops, I shot the thingy. Oh, I was just a little too late. I always hated having to break in the space because I could never do it on time. Alright. Very cool. Now we leave again and we will be in the right direction. Yes, board the snow train, or the spirit train. Okay. Alright. Travel in Wind Waker was slow, but I like that you had no choice but to take in the atmosphere and chill. I hear that a lot. From people who like Wind Waker, I hear a lot that they liked the slow travel. Honestly, it didn't bother me. I don't mind the Wind Waker travel. I think it gives it charm. It's kind of a part of it. And I think when you're playing a game where a lot, like back in the day, that was Zelda's version of exploration. Because there were places that you could choose to go to without having to do all the temples and stuff first. So that was like Zelda's very first experimentation with an open world, in quotes. And nowadays, oh, evil snowman. Nowadays, we have things like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but that was their real first experimentation with it. And so I'm kind of okay with it. It really doesn't bother me all that much. The train bothers me though, because you are stuck on a very specific path. So I want it to go fast at all times. And then trying to get that brake portion correct, so you stop at just the right moment to like line up with the place you want to get out at. Boy, oh boy. That has always frustrated me. That's why I usually emergency brake and then pause. All right, let's see if it works. See if his little map in the blizzard works. Boom, 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 boom. Spooky music, spooky music, spooky music. Bear, 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 bear. I love that. Spooky music, spooky, spooky music. It's working so far. Beow, 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 beow. Now, I wonder if in these Zelda games, like the evil snowman, death. Did I get him? No, I didn't. Oh, but he disappeared. Okay. I wonder if in these older Zelda games, like, could you do this pathway before you go and get the map from the train guy? Or is it not about the pathway and more about the fact that you have unlocked and received the map? And that's the part of the programming that lets you do this. That's what I'd be curious about. Like, can you get through here without ever talking to Ferris? I don't know. I don't know because I've never tried. Ah! Evil snowman! Death. Got him. Okay. Alright, we're almost there. We gotta get up to that snow temple. Snow temple in the blizzard. And we've got some time to go through the temple too. Oh, you have another one? Jesus. Ah, there's two. Jesus. Jesus. Ah, shit, it hit me. Ah, double shit. Stupid ass snowman. Okay, it disappeared at least. Whew. Into the temple we go. Oh yeah, we need people to check. Yeah, exactly, Dilly. I'm always curious about things like that. I'm not really a modder or a speedrunner person. It's not really something I'm into. But every once in a while, I enjoy, like, breakdowns of how that stuff works. So I'll watch a Linkus video that's, like, not like a live stream, but that's, like, edited. You know what I mean? Where he sits down and he explains why, like, certain speedrunning tactics or modding tactics work, how the programming is, that kind of stuff. That's interesting to me because it's like learning a language, right? It's learning a thing like that versus just watching somebody speedrun themselves. I like the explanation. I think it's pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe he knows. I don't know if anyone's ever sped run the DS ones. That would be kind of crazy. Y'all, can you imagine? You imagine I just put speedrun Zelda in the title and I try and speedrun one of the DS games, but on a trackpad? You think we could get our own category? You think anyone's ever sped run the DS ones? Oh, that's funny. I am ready for this.
Then let's go.
All right, to the temple we go. Oh, pots. Thank you for the pots. Give me a heart, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm gonna save before we go anywhere. Save. You could try a 3-heart run on a trackpad? I think the wolves, you know, actually, I gotta be honest. If we could have our own trackpad category, I genuinely think it would be hysterical to do like a 3-heart only, no potions, no nothing run. Because we would be fine, right? Everything would be good and dandy. And then we would get to the snow realm and be like, all right, guys, it's the most dangerous enemy in the whole game. The wolves. Like, the wolves. I managed to beat Wind Waker without any heart upgrades at all. Let's go, Dilly. That's incredible. Good on you. Damn, that's impressive. Trackpad is its own challenge. Exactly. Like, people are running Kaizo, Ironmons, and Pokemon Rogues. How about trackpad DS games? You know, let's try this. It could be its own genre of crazy difficult games. Trackpad DS games. Oh my lord. I think that'd be hysterical. Like the next speedrunning tournament that Ludwig holds, I just show up as like a trackpad speedrunner. And they're like, oh, well, how does this work? And I'm like, well, the goal is not to die. Because you're on a trackpad.
Look at that bell over there. I wonder if there's some sort of trick to it.
Really, Zelda? No fucking shit. Push! Uh-oh. Oh my god, every enemy is gonna be so hard. Ah, fuck, and I'm already in trouble. Every enemy is gonna be so hard to kill with a fucking trackpad. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Can I use the little windy thing? Can I shoot the windy thing at them? Well, that would say no. Ah, yes, I can. Okay, put it away. Run. Smack. Woo! Heart. Incredible, incredible. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. Where is he? Okay. Put away. Run. Smack. Okay. We can do this. Not any crazier than running Baldur's Gate 3? True. Yo, I can't imagine running Baldur's Gate 3. That would be wild. Good on the people who do that. Do I have to click the block? Is this a... Speaking of trackpad issues? Yes, I do. I have to click the block. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I can't just run into it. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Oh, what is this? 2 bells. Okay. Oh god, yeah, we're definitely getting fire arrows in here, aren't we? Oh my god, how am I supposed to shoot a bow and arrow? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, it's water! Shit, okay, I jumped into the water. Didn't realize it was water. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. The record is 10 minutes? Okay, do they, like, clip through things? Like, is it 10 minutes because they clip through walls and get to the ending right away? Or how is a Baldur's Gate run 10 minutes? That's crazy. Also, uh-oh. I only see one bell. And all the other doors are locked. So, how do I get it to... How do I get to? Do I just need... I already hit it twice, though. There's one. Oh, okay, it needed to be quicker together. Okay, got it. Okay, understood. I love it. Okay. So what is this room and why does it want to kill me? Interesting. Push. No pushing. Okay. Can I push over here? Oh, it's one of these puzzles, isn't it? No, I just can't push it at all. Okay, never mind. We'll go up the stairs. How about that? Ever played the okay? Alright, it's not up the stairs. Okay. Oh, there's a... Wow, that's a perspective issue. Holy shit, I never would have seen that. There's another gray block up there. Wow. Okay. That's a hard perspective. Ever played The Incredibles for PS2 Xbox? No, I did not. Was that a hard game? I mean, I like The Incredibles movie, but I never played the game. Classic Zelda ice block puzzle. Yes, yes it is. Very much is a classic ice block puzzle. Slide the block around in the ice so that you can get it in place to jump to it. The only problem with puzzles is Rachel is an idiot. And therefore, these puzzles better be very easy. Because otherwise, just like that, Rachel will be bad at them. Although I do think that's the correct... Or is it gonna make me jump? Oh, it's not high enough. Okay, I see. Alright, push it again. I don't remember it being that hard, but the internet decided it was the hardest thing ever. Yeah, sometimes they like to do that with older games. They're very much like, oh, this game from my childhood is crazy difficult. The Twilight Princess ones were pretty challenging, and you know, that might be why I hate these ice puzzles. Because Twilight Princess was my Zelda game, and I remember hating the Yeti Castle. Oh my god, the Yeti Castle sucks. Which is funny, because most people hate, the Spinner Temple in the Sand Realm. And I don't mind the Spinner Temple. I can see why people hate it, but for me, ice has always been the categories that I hate in most Zelda games. And, Twilight Princess, whoo, that shit's difficult. Oh, interesting. He's shooting iron balls. Okay. The boss was also pretty scary. The spinner would have been better if there were more places to use it. Yes, Dilly, I'll agree with you there. The spinner felt very much like, the spinner felt like it had one job and only one job, whereas when you have something like arrows, right? Arrows will never go away because arrows are an excellent weapon or item because you can use them in so many different ways. Same thing with bombs. The more specific you start getting, the more it feels annoying because you have to use it in a certain way. So I get that. I totally get that. And it also would run out of momentum, which was a little annoying. But yeah, the ice ones in Twilight Princess, yo, the Yeti boss, difficult and scary as shit. I agree. The mirror crack, oh my god. The only game that really frustrated me, was Spider-Man for the PS2, the movie one. The Oscorp level still gives me nightmares. Oh, I feel like we all have a game or something where it's like, that's the one. That's the one specifically that haunts me until the end of my days. That's funny for you that it's Spider-Man. I love that. That's adorable. Oh, I think I get it. Oh, okay, I think I get it. All right, so I need to position myself here. And look, and then blow the ball into this. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it did both of them. Incredible. Now I need to not get hit. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, cool. Any hearts, maybe? No. Okay. If you've ever played Spider-Man PS2, then you know I wasn't alone in my trauma. Aww. I believe you. I mean, is Oscorp Green Goblin, or is it Dr. Octopus? Like Doc Ock. Which one is that? This was the other thing that Zelda finally went away from, which is telling you what the item is every single time you pick it up. Push. See where it goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I deserve that. Run! Nice. Oh, I remember this. Oh, no, I thought we had to blow ourselves in a direction. Okay, never mind. We do! Oh, I do remember this right. Cool. Green Goblin. Yeah, then that fully makes sense. I fully resonate with the concept of a child being afraid of the Green Goblin because he is terrifying. So I totally get that. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look away from you for a second. Oh, but I can't get there if this guy's in the way. He's gonna hurt me. That's not good. Alright, well, let's look up here then. Oh, he follows me. Oh, boo. I don't like that. Okay. Now I need to go this way. Oh my god. Poor Link and his lungs. Okay, now put it away before he gets there. Nice, nice, nice. Run, run, run. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. We got it. Hi, Fox Daddy. Welcome, welcome. How are you, my guy? How has life been? What have you been up to? Tell me, tell me, tell me. We're working on playing the worst possible thing to be in while playing Zelda with a trackpad, and that's the Ice and Snow Temple. You have to put together computer passwords, and if you get caught by the guards, the scary red alarm blares, and a bunch of instant death robots walk out. Raz, that's terrifying. That, oh my god, the fact that it's timed, when you're a kid, any level that is timed is already terrifying, let alone like, hey, do this or all the death things come by. That's crazy. Link's got some real heart. I love that. Hilarious. I got asked to be Santa this year. No way. Wait. We're coming close to time anyways, so I will save here and I want to chat about Santa. So let me see. We will save. And I'll pop us back over. Okay. Asked to be Santa as in what? Like you get to be your local mall Santa? Because that's incredible and amazing, Fox Daddy. I'm sending you so much good energy. Oh my god. The Skyward Sword trials be like, Dilly, the Skyward Sword trials terrified me. Screw Redeads. Screw Gibdos. Screw literally anything else. There are only two Zelda things that scared me as a kid and scare me to this day. And that is the fucking Wall Masters and Floor Masters and the goddamn Skyward Sword guys in the trial who stand there. And then the second you step off the platform, they go, ba 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 ba. I hate that shit. The music, oh, I hate it. That shit's real horror. I swear to God. Oh my lord, y'all. Terrifying. Now, while you guys tell me about stuff for a second here, I'm gonna see who we can raid on Twitch tonight and who's live. A lady who's part of a Santa organization saw me walking and liked my beard and asked if I'd like to be Santa. So I think I will be Santa at multiple events. Fox Daddy, yay! Oh my gosh, I know. I saw it, not a documentary, but I saw like a look inside Santa Academy. I think I was watching a Michelle Carey video. She went to Santa Academy, where they all learn to be Santa Claus, and then they go off and they do Santa Claus jobs and Mrs. Claus jobs. That is amazing. And I love that for you, Fox Daddy. Congratulations, dude. Let me know how it goes. Once we get into the season and you're able to be Santa at places, let me know if you enjoy it and how it feels. That's pretty badass. I agree. I did a photo shoot in a Santa outfit and I looked great in it. Fox Daddy! Hey, you might have found something that you're really passionate about and you really love. You never know, right? So learn how to do it, be confident, make the kids happy, and oh my god, I want to hear about it when you start, okay? It's been fun already. You've already done it? You've already done it? Oh my god, Fox Daddy. I voice acted Santa and that's about it. I feel that, Raz. Hope you have fun. I agree. I wish I could show you the pictures. Yeah, no need to show me pictures. That's for families and families alone. I don't need pictures of random kids on my laptop. Thank you. But that is so cool, Fox Daddy. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I'm so glad you're having a good time. And I'm glad that you were able to stop in and tell me about it. I want to hear about it later. We're going to be live Wednesday and Saturday too. So if you get a chance, join us. Or hell, whenever you come back, you can talk to us about it. The pictures are for everybody. It's just me. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see who we are raiding tonight. If you're able to stay just for the raid and then you can peace out after, that is amazing because Twitch changed their rules to allow raid numbers into statistics to get partners. So we try to raid folks who could use it. We got a good crowd tonight. You guys are fantastic and amazing. I love you all. Does anyone have any preferences on who we raid? I'm happy to look up people if you've got considerations. I'll also go through my list. Remember, we're going to be live on Wednesday. We're going to play more Zelda. We're going to chit-chat like we did for the first 2 hours here and then probably play Zelda for the last hour. And stuff like that. And then Saturday, our community member Gal is going to be live on stream with me. She's going to teach me how to do crazy-ass drag vampire makeup for our Halloween stream on Halloween. I forgot to tell you about my interview Saturday. Fox Daddy, you'll have to come back, my guy. I'm sorry, but I have a session 0 for our charity game for Roll for Good tomorrow. So I cannot stay too late. But you'll have to come back and tell me about it, okay? We need to figure out how the hell we're doing that. Discord gal, I got you. I showed up too late. I'm sorry, Fox Daddy. Normally I'd be down to chat. But this week is busy. I've got interviews. I've got session 0s. Which, if you guys have a chance on the 26th, definitely come watch the charity game. It's for Palestine relief. So if you get a chance, feel free to do it. But yes, Gal, I will talk to you about how we're doing it. I would love to go to furry art. I don't have anyone who's doing furry art at this moment, or I would raid to them. Yay, charity indeed. And Gal, we will figure it out. Don't worry, I have a plan. I definitely don't have a plan, but it's fine. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to give you some options here. We have... What are some good people? Hold on, I'm looking at people and what they're playing. Ooh, guys, someone's playing one of my favorite horror games, Alien Isolation. Okay, so we can raid the Alien Isolation person. We also have someone playing Silent Hill 2, which we could raid. Oh, we've got some. Is this a new category? It is co-working and studying.
I've not seen that as a category yet. That must be new. So someone's doing that in case anybody wants someone on in the background. Who do we raid? And of course we got a bunch of Valorant people as well. We'll see. I don't know. Let me see what it is. What studying? Let's see. They are writing a script of some kind. It says writing MCRP. You know what? It might be cool to raid them because they're writing scripts. Look up Wild Assault Streams. Wild Assault Streams. I don't know what this game is. I have no idea what that game is, Fox Daddy. It's a furry military shooter? Listen, I love me some furries, but we are not, absolutely not. Not the military on my group. Link is already saluting in every single train thing. Oh my god, yo. Let's raid this individual named It's Haywee. Oh, that's cute with all the E's. Who is writing a script. They seem like a cute individual. They got a VTuber going. And we want to support small creators out here. So that is who we will raid tonight. Alright, y'all. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for sticking around with me tonight and talking. We talked for like 2 full hours. You guys are amazing. We got to play some Zelda, which y'all know I love playing Zelda. And I hope to see you guys on Wednesday where we can talk some more. And Saturday, and of course, mark your calendars, Halloween. I am live all day. I expect to see you there at some point. We're gonna have fun. Been a blast. Hey, for a big good night. Good night, Raz. Have a good night, Dilly. I'm glad you had fun. Good night, Gal and Fox Daddy and everybody on YouTube. Goodbye! Yes, 24-hour stream, Fox Daddy, on Halloween, y'all. Well, not really 24 hours. 8 a.m. to, like, midnight. But you know what I mean. Good night, you guys. Good night.